Helen van Hadai.
Sing it loud. Sing it
taking away the red wall. Well, that was a rousing rendition above the boos from the right corner of the Poland fans. The players, a cursory tap on the hand for each. But if you needed any more needle, it came in those anthems. So, here we go then. The Wales team, 90 minutes, possibly 120 minutes, possibly a penalty shootout away from Germany in the summer. It's Danny Ward in goal, across the back, Chris Meppen, Joe Rodon and Ben Davies, Connor Robertson, Nico Williams, the wing-backs, Jordan James and Ethan Ampadu in midfield, Harry Wilson, the one change, Kiefer Moore up front, with Brennan Johnson the other side. Poland have Szczesny in goal, Bednarak, Davidovich and Kiwior at the back, Frankowski, Ślisz, Zielinski, Petrovski and Zalewski, who was moving away from the line and just limbering up while the Welsh anthem was on. You don't often see that. That was the Roma player. And up front, Karol Swiderski and the talisman Robert Lewandowski, who goes to toss the coin now with Ben Davies. The referee is Italian, Daniele Orsato. His assistants, Ciro Carboni, Alessandro Gialanti. Fourth official is David Massa, and the all-important VAR, Massimiliano Errati of Italy, assisted by his fellow countryman, Paolo Valeri. Poland, all in white, are heading for their huddle. Lewandowski, the last to join. Ben Davies calls his men in red together at the Canton end. Last few words from Davies. A febrile atmosphere at the Cardiff City Stadium. Georgia have qualified for their first major tournament. Beat Greece on penalties. Will Wales be joining them? It's been a long road to here. It started in Split in Croatia. There have been ups and downs, but Wales are one game away from a third consecutive European Championships and a fourth qualification in 8 years. Referee poised. It's Germany calling, and Wales and Poland battle for the final place at those European finals. And it was an ambitious kick-off. Piotrowski hammered the ball forward, straight into the hands of Danny Ward. Early touch for him, the Wales goalkeeper, just from the kick-off. As you've been hearing, alongside me is Nathan Blake and record Wales goal scorer Helen Ward. And in the last couple of games, Wales have scored within 7 minutes.
I'll take that again tonight for sure.
Williams throw down the left-hand side. It's more sizing up against Bednarek. Ball is in midfield, but Jordan James gets involved. Here come Wales going forward. Johnson loses out, but Wilson is chasing possession, rushing Poland into a back pass to former Arsenal keeper Szczesny. Mepham is blocked off. Jordan James heads the ball back towards his own penalty area. Roden has to deal with it. They're under pressure already, Wales. Connor Roberts in the right back position. Cooley back to Roden, and Ward chips it up to halfway. Nathan Blake.
Yeah, good evening everybody. What a national anthem, Rob, first and foremost. It was amazing, absolutely amazing, but a good start from Wales. I like the intent from Harry Wilson, closing down, high tempo. I know people are saying that Poland have the ball a lot more than we will tonight, but I don't think we can afford to let that happen. I think we have to get after them, we have to hurry them, we have to force them into mistakes, and we have to play higher up the pitch. So very good start by Wales.
Now Pavel Davidovic just went down on halfway, won the free kick, holding his face, suggesting there was an elbow from Kiefer Moore, and we've seen this in internationals before. There's a reason why they're internationals, they're cute, and we know that Kiefer Moore does attract the ire of referees when he's challenging for aerial possession.
Yeah, but straight away, Rob, it shows that he's in the mind of the defender. You know, if I'm a defender, first minute or two, I'm not showing that sort of nonsense. I'm just going to battle with my opponent.
It's a terrific atmosphere already. Ward clears right-footed, looking for Moore. This time Davidovic of Verona is down on his knees to head the ball forward down the left-hand side, but too strong, and Szczesny collects. I think Wales expect to see less of the ball even than they did against Finland, as Poland, in the 11th meeting between those two sides, remember, Wales haven't beaten Poland since that first game way back in 1973. Even with my bad maths, that's 53 years ago.
That's where Wales just needs to be.
51 years ago, sorry, my maths is terrible. It's 51 years ago, sorry.
Just there on the press, the front line worked really hard to force Poland into giving the ball away, but it's what you do when the ball is overturned that's really important. And Nico Williams, just a bit of a sloppy pass, gave it straight back to them. But there's definitely a system. Harry Wilson and Brennan Johnson doing the majority of the pressing while Kiefer Moore drops slightly deeper. But at the moment, it's keeping them penned in. It's just when we win the ball, we've got to be a lot more clever with it and keep possession a lot better.
Here's Davidovic. Down the near side, Wilson gets a challenge in, but he felt that Rob Page is appealing for a free kick. The challenge is about a yard away from him, 2 yards away. That was Zalewski, the Roma player.
Yeah, I think he's giving the foul against Connor Roberts in the first instance.
Wilson is up though. Zalewski.
Yeah, I think he fell into Harry Wilson, Rob. Some of his ankles clipped by Connor Roberts.
And Arsenal's Kivior plays it back to Davidovic, and this is Jan Bednarek of Southampton. Kowski on the far side, ball slid forward. Roden takes command and then loses out, but wins it back. Wales the second to it at the moment until Roden steps in again. Ball ricochets into the path of a retreating Harry Wilson, says Connor Roberts. I'll deal with that. Roberts, crossfield ball to Johnson. Johnson pulled back by his man, held in his own half, 10 yards inside his own half. And that was Piotrowski, who plays his football in Bulgaria with Ludogorets.
Yes, they have some very good players, Rob, but I think their backline lacks in athleticism. I think that's why they've had so many partnerships and trios in that back line.
6 minutes gone on BBC Radio Wales and BBC Sounds. It's Wales 0, Poland 0. Nico Williams high upfield, cuts inside, chips it into the box. Bednarek heads it away. It was aiming for Kiefer Moore. And then Lewandowski goes down on halfway. No foul, says referee Orsato.
Yeah, he's trying to buy that one.
And it's with James. Slides it out to Wilson. Not the best ball back. Well, we've played 6 and a bit minutes. No sign of a Wales goal yet. Wilson tries to chip it forward. Blocked though. Bounces back to Mepham. James heads it on. Collected in midfield by Kiwior, but he gives it away. Mepham chests it down midway inside his own half. Plays it up towards Kiefer Moore. Moore heads it inside.
Yeah, that's where Brennan Johnson has to be gambling there, Rob, for me. I know he wants to hold his position, but, you know, take a gamble as well. And you clearly see your centre forward's going to win that ball. It's no good holding in that midfield position. That's where you break and try and get forward.
Kiwior miscontrolled the ball on the near touchline, the Arsenal man. Joined Arsenal from Spezia in Italy last summer. At Spezia, he was a teammate of Ethan Ampadu, who's earning his 51st cap tonight after a memorable half-century on Thursday night against Finland. Nico Williams, chance to run against Frankowski, gets down that left-hand side. Frankowski stabs in a foot, and it's out for a Wales throw, almost level with the, actually it's probably level with the Poland penalty spot. Eat more chips is the sign on the flag behind Nico Williams. Made a bit of a hash of the throw-in, and Williams collides with Frankowski, who wins the free kick. 0-0, 8 minutes gone here at the Cardiff City Stadium.
It's been a bit of a frantic start from both sides. No one really getting hold of the ball. It's quite scrappy. Both sets of fans adding to the atmosphere as well. It's quite tense.
In the other games tonight, there are 3 places up for grabs. One has gone. Georgia beat Greece on penalties, so they're going to their first ever tournament. Ukraine, who Wales beat in the World Cup playoff final, they are goalless with Iceland, who you'll remember were with Wales in France in 2016. Here's Davidovic out to Kiwior. Kiwior chips it down the near side. Mepham has to guard the run of Karol Swiderski, who scored both home and away in Poland's Nations League victories over Rob Page's men. Roberts with a long throw, flicked on by Moore. No Welsh shirt near him. Nobody's got near him yet, Nathan Blake.
No, and those instances I can understand, Rob, because it's quickly picked up, thrown, and there's too much distance. But when you can see the ball travelling from distance, your anticipation, your reading of where the ball's going to drop, especially when you know the person is falling to is such a good header of the ball. I'd expect our 3 sort of advanced midfielders to be making moves off his headers.
There's a teasing ball by Jan Bednarek out to the far side, but Ben Davies earning his 86th cap tonight, moving level with Ashley Williams. Watched it out for a goal kick. Brennan Johnson, poor ball back. Presents back possession to Poland, who have it in their midfield with Zielinski. But again, not a great ball from him either. And Zalewski watches it out for a throw into Wales. Can you get caught up in the atmosphere, Nathan? This sort of, as Helen said, frantic approach?
No, I don't think so, Rob. I think you understand the atmosphere. Obviously, you know what the occasion means to everybody. But that's why you're a professional. You've been through this so many times before. Maybe not to the extent where it means you're going through to the Euros or not, but with their clubs, they would have played in some huge games, these players. So it just becomes part and parcel of what you do on a day-to-day basis.
It's 0-0. We played 10.5 minutes. Rob Page, his 43rd game in charge. Tonight he goes past Ryan Giggs, who he took over from in difficult circumstances, first as a caretaker and then in his own right. Ampadu wins possession in midfield, bounces through to Johnson. Johnson takes a touch, now bursts out to the left-hand side. Nico Williams is up to the penalty area. Good tackle by Frankowski.
I think they're just going to get balls in the box, Rob, for me. Yes, we want quality balls, but like I said, I've watched this Polish team, gone back over a year watching their games, and you put anything in and around that 18-yard box or that 12-yard box around the penalty spot, we say, and they do struggle, the centre-halves. That's why they've switched so many times. So any opportunity Wales get, they should be looking to put balls in the box.
Surging run forward by Ben Davies. He claimed he was tripped, referee not impressed. So Poland have it in their own half with Kiwior. On this near side is Zalewski. Curls the ball into midfield, touched off by Lewandowski to Schliess, who's at Atlanta in America. Cross into the box, and it went just past the stretching Swiderski. Danger there for Wales, who are happy to see it go wide of the far post.
Tell you what, Danny Ward was a lot cooler than I was there. He seemed quite confident that that wasn't troubling him. Looked very calm, but from this angle it looked a lot closer than it was.
Yeah, Wales have got to be careful of that, because Wales had 4 players in that left channel in comparison to Poland, who only had 2, and they're still able to get a great ball in, you have to say, from Frankowski.
Still goalless though. Challenged by Ampadu in midfield, but Zielinski gets forward. Now it's Lewandowski, and then a shot from well over the top, and they'll be happy to see that sort of thing, Wales, but
yeah, he's a danger man though, Rob.
Worrying. Piotrowski,
he can score from distance. Seen a few goals from him.
Yeah, he's got 17 club and country goals this season, 3 in his last 3, and scored against Estonia in their 5-1 win last Thursday in the semi-final.
Yeah, they don't want to give him too many opportunities like that.
Mepham up towards Moore. Moore flicks it on. Wilson is a bit closer that time. It was dealt with by Kiwior. And at the moment, Poland, you'd say, after 13.5 minutes, are probably calling the shots.
Yeah, I think they've settled into it in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. Wales struggling to win the ball back as they were earlier on. I just think they need to be better on the ball. They're not going to get as much of it, so they've got to be better. Balls up to keeper Moore, all well and good, but like Nathan said, if you haven't got the runners around him, or if the quality of the pass into him, there's only so much he can do, especially when the defenders are all over him. They don't get punished, we know that. So we have to be clever with how we're going to go about this game.
Well, Ampadu ran into Lewandowski there. No foul, off the ball. Referee Osato keeping an eye. Lewandowski again from deep, crosses into the box. Conor Roberts has to deal with that, and does. Flicks it up for a throw-in on the near side. 3 yards from the corner flag, goalless as Poland push and make the running in this playoff final. They've taken it, and Jordan James is across there to dealt with it, but actually the referee has given a corner to Poland. First corner's come on 15 minutes. Zielinski won it. Now, interesting, Wales are keeping 3 men up, and one of them is Nico Williams. So there are 4 Poles back just inside the Wales half, within 10 yards, and Wales have got Wilson, Nico Williams, and now Williams drops back, but they're still keeping men forward. Brennan Johnson is also up as this corner comes in from the left-hand side. And it goes past everybody, and now the break could be on as Ampadu leads the charge forward. Poor ball through to Harry Wilson, but Wales have won it back. Now Johnson runs into traffic. Still going though. Lovely footwork by Brennan Johnson. Ampadu wide to Nico Williams. Williams crosses right foot in from the left, looking for Kiefer Moore. Jordan James picks up the ball, headed out. Goes on an arcing run to the right-hand side. Curls it across, wins Wales' first corner.
Love that from Jordan James. Cool as you like. Although his body shape was beautiful for the volley. I thought he was going to take it on. He's 22 yards out. But decided against it. Really positive play though. Attacking the defender, getting a great crossing and winning a corner.
Harry Wilson, 6 goals in his last 9 appearances in the qualifiers. 3 goals, 3 assists. He's going to take the corner. What's going to happen here? Metham. Roden is making a nuisance of himself in front of Szczesny on the Poland goal line. Wilson corner, left-footed from the right-hand side. And it's headed over the top by a charging Kiefer Moore.
Body strewn all over the place. Ampadu's down. Not sure what's happened to him. I think one of the Polish players who was marking him fell on him. Or Brennan Johnson maybe.
No, just seeing now, Kiefer Moore took out everything.
And then fell on him.
Yeah.
I think it's actually Ben Davies.
I think it was Ben Davies, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
He's being challenged to be fair, but he might be disappointed he hasn't hit the target there. Good to see Ethan Ampadu back on his feet. He's so important to Wales. Need him to be good to go.
You want those threats though, don't you, from the corner? I always say, even if you don't score, when they get the crowd up, get them excited, you know, put the goalkeeper on the back foot.
England are in a friendly tonight. They're drawing 1-1 with Belgium. Ivan Toney has scored for England. It's 0-0 here. And Ivan Toney, his second cap, a year after winning his first. Harry Wilson had to wait 5 years. 0-0, 18 minutes gone. Chance at both ends. The sort of game I think Helen Ward we expected, yes?
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit tense, it's fraught. We're seeing a lot more of the ball with the Polish team. I think Wales tried to have that fast start, didn't quite come off, so they've sat back a little bit since the beginning, but still looking to play that counter-attacking game, especially from the Polish corner. We saw the threat that we have on the break. I think that will play a big part in tonight, is how well they can control those attacks.
Michael Prowiec, the Poland coach, only been in charge for 5 games, stepped up from the Polish under-21s because unusually for international level they've been going through their coaches lately. As a header back and Poland on the attack down their right-hand side. Lewandowski's dropped into the hole, played into the penalty area, and it's dealt with by Danny Ward. Interesting how Lewandowski pulls away from the box, Nathan Blake.
Yeah, he pulls away from the box, and he's also just dropping into the pocket, Rob. He's letting the centre-halves drop off, and he's giving himself, say, maybe 8 to 10 yards. And that's really dangerous. If you're Wales, I think, unless you've got a midfield runner from Poland who's absolutely...
Now Davis over the top to Johnson. He could get in there first. He didn't, but he forced Davidovic to put it behind for a corner. And there you saw the speed of Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, fantastic break from him. And in fairness, the Polish defender done well on the cover.
You can see how scared he was, though, the way he dealt with the ball. No nonsense, just got it to safety. Yeah. No trying to turn around or get out of there. Straight away for a corner.
Nico Williams in the corner from the left-hand side, right-footed in front of those baying Poland supporters. Ampadu's in the box again. Kiefer Moore just on the penalty spot. Now he breaks into the 6-yard box. Header across goal by Moore. In fact, he headed it well across goal. I think he was maybe looking to head it back to Nico Williams.
No, I think he was going for goal. Robert come off the corner of his square head. That's the problem. Oh, he's flat right on the top of his head. I think he's complaining about a bit of a shirt grab, but Yeah, just misdirected that altogether.
But that's two-headed chances Wales have had in the space of a few minutes, Nathan Blake.
Yeah, and it's good, Rob, because like I said, it's a threat. This player is threatening, though. That's great defending by Mepham. Get in on him early, don't let him start running. He's good at afters as well with him and Mepham.
You'd like to think, Helen Ward, that Mepham is better for the game last Thursday.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, you know, he struggled a little bit, but as a player you need minutes in your legs, and those 90 minutes would have done him the world of good to find his feet again. Another couple of days in training since then, and he'll be feeling a lot better hopefully tonight. You know, and so far, touch wood, he's done okay. He hasn't been tested hugely, but what he's done well.
He has.
Yeah.
It's 0-0.
Yeah, the point I was making earlier, Rob, is when Lewandowski is dropping into those pockets, I think Wales have to squeeze, not right up his backside, but they need to make sure he's not got too much room. You can't leave a player of that quality, that much space in the centre of midfield or deep attacking areas.
France are in Wales's group if Wales get to the Euros. Are 1 down to Chile in a friendly. And Germany are 1-0 with the Netherlands, and Austria are 1 up against Turkey. Netherlands, if Wales get there, would be Rob Page's side's first opponents in Hamburg. But we won't even think about that midway through the first half at 0-0.
That's great play. And that's good, but Ben Davies, you see where he is?
Yeah.
Deep, Lewandowski has come there. So that's the experience of Ben Davies. When he's on the left-hand side, Ben is giving him 5 yards, but then getting close to him really, really quickly in anticipation of the pass.
Mepham poor ball into midfield. And here come Poland running towards the penalty box. Good block by Roden on Zalewski, who's allowed to go a long way. Darted in from the left-hand side, the Roma player.
Yeah, he's creative, isn't he? He's tricky, he's quick. He's not lightning, but he is quick feet, sharp player.
And he carries the ball well,
yeah,
which is always
you have to keep eye on him. Yeah.
This is Ampadu. Brought down after the ball went, after he cleared the ball. Free kick Wales inside their own penalty area. Midway through the first half here on BBC Radio Wales and on BBC Sounds. It's Wales 0, Poland 0. It's fast, it's frantic. And don't forget, it's Cole Rob at 9:45. Helen Ward and Nathan Blake taking your calls. And we had some beauties last week after the Finland game. So 03 700 100 110. Or you can text 81012, or you can post on @BBC Radio Wales. Ready to take your calls, win or lose, hopefully sharing your joy.
I hope your mate don't call back, Rob.
I don't think so. Roden has it, centre field, on the edge of the centre circle, square to the captain, Ben Davies. Williams has dropped in deeper. Shaqiri has given Switzerland the lead in Ireland. And in the other group, the other qualification game, playoff final, it's Ukraine 0, Iceland 0. Ball forward by Wilson, well cut out though. Oh, lovely little flick by Lewandowski, who then collided with Ethan Ampadu. They're both down at the moment. Referees allowing play to go on. This could be danger for Wales. Ampadu is up. And Brennan Johnson covered well there.
Yeah, good recovery from Brennan.
Starting to sink quite low now, Wales.
Yeah,
too much of the ball. Get themselves up a little bit.
Zalewski into the penalty area. Poland win a corner through Zielinski of Napoli. Their second corner. We played 25 minutes on Radio Wales and BBC Sounds. I think Rob Page will feel they're dropping back too far. Again, Wales keep a couple of flyers up for this corner. Up towards halfway, Brennan Johnson and Harry Wilson.
Yeah, the problem is, Rob, when you do that, right, as you can see, Zalewski just walking forward makes Harry Wilson have to go.
Nico Williams is coming forward as well, and that's
3v3.
forcing Zalewski back. Corner comes in from the left-hand side, and it's bundled out for throw into Poland. Zalewski steps forward, ready to receive possession. Took it quickly. Wilson tried to charge in on him. Well, he went down. No foul. Jordan James allowed to come away with it. Chance of a Wales break now. Jordan James down the right-hand side. Runs out of space. Has Ampadu inside him, though. Ampadu back to Mepham. Mepham takes a touch to Connor Roberts. Wales going back, though. Force back. Ampadu curls it up to Wilson. Wilson takes a touch. Breaks for Ampadu. Ampadu to Johnson on halfway. Now Johnson wide to Williams. Williams advanced again down that left-hand side in front of the Ninian stand. Holds it up. Johnson's gone ahead of him. Goes back to Ampadu. Now Davis. Suddenly, every outfield player is in the Poland half. As Wales hold possession just inside Poland territory. Moore. Nice first-time touch to Johnson. It's with Ampadu now on that far touchline. The Wales left. Moves inside. Leaves it to Roden. 5 yards inside the Poland half. Now Wales move it right to Mepham. Mepham has Wilson in space, inside right position. Moore's made a run across the box. He's got Connor Roberts to the outside. Wilson bursts into the box, lays it back, can't find a red shirt, and it's cleared away. Brilliant work by Harry Wilson.
They were all expecting him to come back onto his left foot. He kept going. He did still use his left foot in the end, but good play from him. But there's got to be someone there. There has to be someone in that area to tap that home, because that's brilliant play from Harry Wilson.
Austria won, Turkey won. Çalhanoğlu with the penalty.
Yeah, they struggle on long throws as well, Rob.
Here we go then. Connor Roberts long throw, bang on cue. 27 minutes gone. Roberts, he gets good distance. It's headed on by Roden. Moore tries to keep it in, but he's stretched and he's hurt himself as keeper Moore.
That's a worry as well, Rob, because I'm hoping it's just
there was anybody near him.
Yeah,
I actually think he was kicked. I think he was. We've got a little monitor, I should explain, and he was,
A little kick to the back of the calf.
It was Jemżał Frankowski. Kiefer Moore feeling the pain. And England are now 2-1 up against Belgium, although I gather the goal is under review. Yeah, so I was saying about Probiet, the Poland manager, in charge since September. VAR has disallowed England's goal. Czesław Michniewicz was the manager, didn't renew his deal. And then Fernando Santos, remember him, the Portuguese boss, when Wales played them, lost in the semi-finals Euro 2016. He had 6 games. But he went having lost 3. Probiet stepped up from the under-21s. His 6th game unbeaten so far, 1-3 and drawn 2. And it's 0-0 here as we get a rendition of Murahid. Lewandowski outside the penalty area again. Poland forced back to halfway. Bednarek, the Southampton defender, across to Davidovic and then Kivio, and they're forced back into their own half, back to Szczesny, who is earning his 81st Poland cap tonight. Wojciech Szczesny. Easy for me to say, as I always say with him. No. And Iceland have taken the lead against Ukraine in the other playoff final, which is being still in play. Remember, Georgia booked their place with a 1-0 win over Greece earlier on tonight. Wales, though, still 0-0 with Poland. Johnson, header up in the air. And a poor header by Slits gives Wales possession in midfield with Wilson. Wilson again. Moves it across left to Davis. Good play by the Fulham player. He's really hot form. Davis cool as you like. Ampadu cool for his age. Johnson gives it back to Davis. The triangle in the midfield, and then they see Mepham in a bit of space, right-hand side. James inside him. James goes wide to Roberts. No rush though with Wales at the moment. Jordan James, 10th cap tonight. Ampadu again. Wide to Williams. It's a lovely ball by Amadou. Williams has got it slipped as he went into the box. So
what a pass that was. And almost a sensational take from Nico Williams as well. Just lost his footing. Ethan Ampadu absolutely planted that onto a sixpence. That was unbelievable from him.
Lewandowski in the centre circle, bundled over by Mepham after the ball had gone, not spotted by the referee. Conor Roberts chips it across halfway to Davis. Williams has been that outlet, hasn't he, Nathan Blake, down the left-hand side?
Yeah, and that ball by Ethan Ampadu, it should be something that we, deploy more frequently, because he's capable of doing it. We've seen in his very first game for Wales, Rob.
Williams and Davis combining well down the left-hand side. This is Ben Davis trying to nutmeg the Polish defender, then slides in to win a big challenge, but Poland got the second ball. James in and takes one for the team, does Jordan James. I should say that any yellow cards just disappear. They wouldn't be taken into the finals, but a red card would be taken into the final. I checked with the Oracle, Mark Evans of the FA of Wales, who's stood just to our left, 2 yards away. And what he doesn't know about international football is hardly worth knowing.
Yeah, Jordan James is good at that. We've seen that a few times in his...
Now Lewandowski's got space deep. Nobody with him on that time. Sets up a low shot.
They've got to be aware of that. He's given them a side again. And they've done their homework. They know he would have scored a few goals in his last 3 games. And he's dangerous from distance.
Conor Roberts gives the ball away, but he's lucky it bounces out.
And it was Lewandowski picking up in that dangerous pocket we're talking about, Rob, in that final third, with the 3 central defenders a good 8-10 yards behind him. They can't afford one of you to go tight, or one of you has to threaten to go tight, or be aware of him. Can't let him pick it up and run at you like that. Cause you all sorts of problems.
Jordan James fouled in midfield. Free kick Wales. 0-0, 33 minutes gone. It's tense. I think it's already tense.
It is. I don't know if Conor Roberts is struggling slightly. He hasn't looked to me as if he's wanted to get on the ball very much. He's certainly not getting as high, which could be the game plan. He's got some strapping on his right thigh as well. And I noticed in the warm-up, Dan James was being put through his paces a lot more significantly than the rest of the subs. So I don't know if there's something there. He doesn't seem himself at the minute, Conor Roberts.
No. Long ball forward for Johnson. Takes it beautifully in his stride. Cuts inside for the left-hand side. Nico Williams overlapping. Low cross into the box. Wilson went for it. Dealt with by the Polish defence. Now Wales have got to try and pin them in. But they've reclaimed possession. They're boosting back into their own penalty area. Szczesny, none too comfortable, and then a terrible clearance by Davidovic.
Yeah,
Roberts takes the throw in quickly, but there's two balls on the pitch.
Rob. Yeah, it's really good play, but in that breakaway, I just note this: Zalewski is free on this left-hand side now. If Conor Roberts decides to go and press, then Chris Mepham has got to be across far earlier, as the ball was travelling. Okay, it went out the play, but if it had got to the player, and Chris Mepham was probably 20 yards away, sprinting across, so got to be really careful about that.
Fofana's put France level against Chile, 1-1. Remember, France are in Wales's group if they get there, in Germany.
Should be an automatic reaction.
Oh, James, poor ball to him, but he's done enough to allow Wales's players to get goal side. Zalewski down the left-hand side. Taunts Conor Roberts, gets to the byline, chips it across, headed back by Lewandowski, cleared away by Ampadu, who was taken off the ball, I think, and wins the free kick. He's been in the wars in the opening goalless 35 minutes as Ethan Ampadu on Radio Wales and BBC Sounds.
Yeah, really in amongst it, Rob. But like I was saying, that situation there, Zalewski free on his left-hand side. They can't afford to do that, Wales. Conor Roberts goes high. Chris Mepham has got to be aware that he's got to attach himself, or at least get across quicker to cover that space. Otherwise, he's going to be in a world of trouble. 1v1 up against Zalewski, who's running at you with pace, with trickery. It'll be really difficult.
Jan Tillemans has made it 2 under Belgium. against England, and I did see Conor Bradley score for Northern Ireland against Scotland. We're on an awful run. It's 0-0 here as Kiefer Moore battles to hold up a long ball and wins the free kick. Now that could be a big factor.
Yeah, and for Kiefer now, you just keep backing into him. Keep trying to win those fouls.
Yeah, that's good from him. He's not using his own arms, which he quite often does, and that's what gets him punished. But if the defender's going to wrap their arms around you, just stand your ground, and eventually he'll bring you down, and the referee's got no option. Good play from Kiefer Moore there.
Yeah, that was Davidovic. They're going to see a lot of each other tonight, I think. It's his only his 10th cap, the Verona player. So it's a Wales free kick. Harry Wilson stands over. It's about 20 yards, 25 yards from the Poland penalty area. The Polish defensive line is 5 yards outside their own box. Every Wales player behind that line at the moment. Now they drop in and they put it in low, looking for Ben Davies, but just overhit by Harry Wilson, and Szczesny collects.
Yeah, I don't mind that. See, you know, it's something different. Keeps the Polish players on their toes, keeps them thinking next time the ball is in that area.
Good challenge by Roberts, who's just had his strapping sorted. James in the thick of it again. So is Mepham, and Conor Roberts, lovely bit of play. Went in with his right foot and then a back heel with his left and kept possession.
Piotrowski got stepped on by Harry Wilson.
He did.
I think it was accidental. It was either Harry Wilson or Conor Roberts. I don't think there was any malice in it.
No. Harry Wilson is explaining that to the referee's assistant. I think he's saying...
Oh, it's Jordan.
It was Jordan James, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing in that. He's just trying to get away.
And it's actually a foul.
Oh, he did step on his leg as he tried to move off
shin,
Jordan
yeah.
James.
It's actually a foul on Jordan James.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So, 0-0, 38 minutes. Helen Ward, Wales' record goal scorer. Nathan Blake, who scored a goal against Poland. See, I thought I'd mention it for you, Matt.
Oh, I'm glad you did.
What are we thinking?
Ladies first.
It's tense, isn't it? I think there's bits of play that I've been really pleased with from the Welsh point of view, and there's bits that are maybe slightly a bit more concerning, like Nathan said several times, allowing Lewandowski that space in the middle of the pitch. Yes, you want him away from the area, but you don't want to give him space to turn, because he's equally adept at playing his teammates in. So just things to be aware of. But at this point, you know, 0-0, it's a big game. He'd take it. We're obviously well in the game. So yeah, big sort of 5-10 minutes to go to the half, and just need to keep it tight, in my opinion, for now.
Piotrowski is hobbling up towards halfway to come back on. I think he's trying his best Italian to explain that he was fouled. Here's Ampadu. Ball over the top, looking for Kiefer Moore. More chance here, and Szczesny was quickly out and collected it a yard inside his own penalty area.
Yeah, I was expecting a collision there for a moment. I thought Kiefer only had eyes on the ball. Done well to pull out of that.
Ukraine have equalised in the other playoff final against Iceland. It's 1-1 there now. Yarmachuk, as the ball is floated towards Brennan Johnson. Moore picks up the header, though, the defensive header. Goes out towards that left-hand side. Loses it on the far touchline in front of the Ninian stand. Lewandowski, bit of a miscue. Wilson seizes on it. James was there as well. Roberts is in field, centre field, heads towards the white shirts. Oh, I don't know what he's trying there.
Let's go wide. Wide is where our key is.
Absolutely. It's scrappy at the moment.
Yeah, we're playing almost like a lopsided five at the back. Conor Roberts is tending to stay. But Nico Williams on the other side, he's getting forward more often than not. I don't want to overcomplicate things. I know it's easy to say sat here, but just think yourself, pick up the ball and go wide. If it's no man wide, then look through the middle.
Szczesny been the busier of the goalkeepers so far, but these games against Poland are often tight, and they're often decided by key moments.
Yeah.
the atmosphere is a bit like Austria, isn't it, and Ukraine, and hate to say it, but then Wales had a Gareth Bale to make the difference. Who can step forward and be a hero tonight? Who can go down in Welsh folklore? Oh, and Ukraine's equal has been disallowed. Maybe the anthem will help. Here's Roberts, right-hand side, up to Moore on the edge of the box. Oh, poor ball from Moore. Mepham had to go back, but he kept it in. Now Ampadu.
Just giving the ball away a bit too cheaply. Like I say, don't have to score. Just try and wear the opponent out a bit. Keep the ball a bit. Frustrate them. Wales have been guilty of that in the last game also.
Here's Roberts, nicks it past Kivior, bursts forward down the right-hand side, crosses into the box. Brennan Johnson went in for it, breaks to Williams, tried to lay it back for Moore. Ampadu picks up the loose ball. Actually ran past it, but he wins it back. He's in such confident form. Just before half-time, we've got 4 minutes to go to the break. It's 0-0. Goal now would be really useful for Wales. Johnson turns, heads towards the penalty area, slides in Wilson, and Wilson just misses it.
That's a great run.
Szczesny, just calm as you like, waits for it to roll into his feet.
Yeah, he wasn't calm when he was running towards him. He's seen Harry Wilson coming across him. Trust me, Rob, half a foot shorter on that, and that would have been a great ball and an opportunity for Wales.
Wilson is so good at that right to left diagonal, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Just before that as well, Connor Roberts getting high and putting in a really good cross into the area. Just bounced up awkwardly for Nico Williams at the far post. You thought he could have taken it first time, perhaps.
Yeah, and he'd seen the lay back, but it had been read by the time he put his head down. One of the Polish players had read what he's going to do and intercepted. But yeah, good little passage of play for Wales, that.
Piotrowski fit again, heads down that right-hand side. That's the turn when he sees Ampadu. Told to try again. Zielinski has seen plenty of the ball in that midfield. He's their engine room hub, keeps them ticking over. Won Serie A with Napoli last season, of course. Now Kivior forced to give it back to his goalkeeper, and then exchanges a few words with Davidovic, who's on the ball now in the blue boots. 0-0, 43.5 minutes gone. Run across the Wales defence by Ziverski.
Yeah, that's good from Rodon. I do like the way he's developing now, Rob. Playing plenty of games. Time's gone past. I think he goes in the back of the striker there, gives away a foul, but nice and patient. Understands the play. It's difficult for the striker to hold up.
44th appearance tonight, Nathan Blake.
Yeah, good play.
Lovely run by Johnson, found well by Davis inside left. Oh, goes skins Bednarek, then turns back, gets support from Williams. Ampadu is deeper. Ampadu approached, cross into the box. Poor, easily cleared away. Lewandowski heads it across for Piotrowski. Mepham made the first tackle. And then between them, him and Connor Roberts deal with Zalewski.
Yeah.
And Wales come forward again. It's end-to-end stuff. Davis allowed to go a long way, leaves it to Williams. Moore is in the middle, just outside the box. Now he's just inside. Ampadu. Wide to Williams again. Davis is further ahead. Davis tries to get the crossover, wins the throw-in off Bednarek, the Southampton defender.
Go with a long throw again, I would.
Connor Roberts is racing across. Now we decided on his Tom Selleck moustache. Are we saying Tom Selleck?
I like it.
Or are we saying Captain Darling from Blackadder?
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, beyond my time, that, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know who the other one is.
No.
1 minute of added time. Throw-in taken short. Williams chips it into the box. Headed by Moore. And it's headed home. Oh no, there's a flag up. There's a flag up. Now this will be checked. I think it was Ben Davis who headed it in. but this will be checked on VAR. He had a goal disallowed, of course, against Finland as well. Now we're just looking at it on our monitor.
I think
it's close.
That's going to be maybe just offside, because we can't see straight across the line. Maybe just. Let's have a look.
I think he...
yeah, when the ball's played, I think he's maybe a size 9 offside.
And it is an offside.
Yeah, very close. Very close.
Well, you can't argue with VAR on that, on offsides, can you?
Well, you can when it don't go for us, yeah.
Right, okay. 1 minute of added time we're into. Roberts, his attempted clearance is blocked. Oh, then Mepham didn't mean it to go there. Davis heads it away. And that is the half-time whistle. A fan slips over as he tries to climb the steps beside me, and what we've seen is a tense, nervous, sometimes scrappy affair in that first half. Wales have had the better chances, but yet to make the breakthrough. The celebrations cut short with Ben Davis offside just before the interval, and at half-time, still all to play for. This could go on a long time, this one. It's Wales 0, Poland 0.
Oh, it's tense. It is tight. Nathan Blake, we've just had some fans leaning over from the other side of the stand there saying, was that close? It was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I said, it was about a size 9, just offside, I think, but extremely tight. I just more concerned about my co-coms here, Helen, with me jumping up in the air. I've got a wire wrapped around her throat, almost choked her. Do apologise.
No problem, I don't need my head anyway. All good.
You're okay. No one's losing their head tonight. It has been niggly at times though, Helen, out there, and Wales have come out the right side of it. Would you be happy if you were Rob Page?
I think so, yeah. I think there's bits to improve on, and I'm sure they'll be talking about that now in the dressing room. But the fact that Poland feel the need to leave the little afters on, and you know they're trying to buy every free kick they can. And to be fair to the referee, he's not having a lot of it. So he's let a few things go that perhaps otherwise you'd think that they'd give free kicks. But no, I think Wales will be the happier. They are creating slightly more, probably not so many clear-cut chances, but I think they're threatening a little bit more than Poland. But they're still all to play for, and there's such a threat up front, aren't they, with the likes of Lewandowski.
Yeah, Wales seem to be giving Poland half chances or giving them openings, but that's always going to happen. What I'm interested in from you two strikers is that Wales' opportunities have come when they almost get into the byline, but nothing. There's a lot of white shirts in that box. Do you just continue and wait for that mistake and force it, or do you try something different?
Keep putting the ball in the box. Simple as that, Chris. It's the easiest place to score. You know, keep putting the balls in the box, but get players into the box. You've got 2 holding midfielders. So you've got Connor Roberts, who's sometimes going, but not very often. Nico Williams on the other side, who's going more often than not. Brennan Johnson, Harry Wilson. They've really got to get into the box, keep them all, get into the box, and make sure that you're on the end of opportunities. Even if you don't score, you just want to be on the end of opportunities, as we just saw there for the offside goal.
I'd quite like to see Brennan Johnson on the right-hand side. I think we've got Nico Williams on the left who can do the cutting in and swinging it in with his right foot, but the pace Brennan Johnson's got, I'd like him to get down to a byline and on his stronger right foot, where Connor Roberts is a bit deeper. If you have someone like Brennan, you've got a threat either side then that can get those balls, as you said, into the likes of keeper Moore.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Poland keeping their players wide to try and negate the threat of Connor Roberts and Nico Williams from the full-backs. I think I'll leave the tactics to Rob Page. That's his job in the next 15 minutes or so. Nathan and Helen's job is to try and have a breather, try and calm themselves ahead of second half commentary. That's all to come. Of course, Wales against Poland for a place in Germany. As it stands, Iceland could be heading to Euro 2024. They are 1-0 up against Ukraine in Poland. Ukraine having a goal disallowed through VAR. Georgia, meanwhile, are through to their first ever major tournament. They've beaten Greece, the 2004 champions, on penalties after it finished goalless after 120 minutes. Georgia will face Portugal, Turkey and the Czech Republic in Germany. Will Wales be out there with them? We're going to find out with second half commentary on the way, and a roundup of the rest of the day's sports news after the latest Radio Wales news, weather and travel with Sian Howell.
This is Radio Wales on BBC Sounds or on your smart speaker. Play BBC Radio Wales.
BBC Radio Wales News, good evening. President Biden says the US federal government will pay to rebuild a bridge in the city of Baltimore, which collapsed after being struck by a cargo ship. Officials say the vessel sent a mayday signal before the collision, which meant the bridge could be shut. Baltimore's port is one of the busiest on America's eastern seaboard. Thousands of people rely on it for work. Nick J. Mosby, the president of Baltimore City Council, says it will take time to clear the rubble and allow trade to resume.
You have all this intertwined steel with this huge cargo ship, with these concrete pillars still erected, with a part of the bridge on the floor of this river. Before you get to figuring out the logistics around moving new ships in and out, it's really about that cleanup of that.
Rishi Sunak has been forced to replace two of his most experienced ministers who've resigned from the UK government. The Education Minister, Robert Halfon, has been replaced by Luke Hall, while Leo Doherty has replaced the Armed Forces Minister, James Heapy. A high school teacher is facing jail for having sex with a pupil at her home while her mother was out. Cardiff Crown Court heard that Ieuan Bartlett would sneak in through the side door to avoid the property's doorbell camera. He'll be sentenced in May. A coach taking a group of school children from Rhondda-Cynon-Taf on a ski trip has crashed with a lorry while travelling through Germany. The group from Yscol Llanharry were travelling in southern Germany while en route to Austria. The school says that no pupils were injured in the crash. And North Korea's state television channel has censored an episode of Alan Titchmarsh's Garden Secrets because he was wearing the wrong trousers. His jeans were blurred out for the duration of the episode because denim trousers were declared a symbol of American imperialism by North Korea's former leader, Kim Jong-il. That's the BBC News for Wales at just after 8:30.
BBC Radio Wales Travel.
And we normally have a travel update now with Johnny Ratner. He doesn't seem to be there at the moment, but if you could log on to bbc.co.uk, you'll find a link to the travel news there.
BBC Radio Wales weather.
And the forecast, well, rain clearing overnight, quite a dry night, a bit breezy. Rain coming in towards the morning, though. Overnight lows 3 to 4 degrees Celsius inland, 5 to 7 degrees around the coast. And then tomorrow, heavy showery rain continuing to spread northeast, replaced by some sunny spells in the afternoon, but those showers still lingering around, with even a risk of hail and thunder at times. Temperatures tomorrow between 6 and 10 degrees Celsius. That's the latest forecast.
Your team for Welsh sport. BBC Radio Wales Sport.
Thanks very much, Sean. Yes, welcome back to Radio Wales Sport. Well, it has been tense here at Cardiff City Stadium. It has been tight. Wales have had the edge, but they don't have the breakthrough. It's been close.
It's Germany calling, and Wales and Poland battle for the final place at those European finals. Wilson corner, left-footed from the right-hand side, and it's headed over the top by a charging Kiefer Moore. Wilson bursts into the box, lays it back, can't find a red shirt, and it's cleared away. Brilliant work by Harry Wilson. All over the top, looking for Kiefer Moore. More chance here, and Szczesny was quickly out. Goal now would be really useful for Wales. Johnson turns, heads towards the penalty area. Slides in Wilson, and Wilson just misses it. Through taken short, Williams chips it into the box, headed by Moore, and it's headed home. Oh no, there's a flag up. There's a flag up. I think it was Ben Davis who headed it in. And it is an offside.
Yeah, very close.
Check.
Very close.
And that is the half-time whistle. And what we've seen is a tense, nervous, sometimes scrappy affair in that first half. Wales have had the better chances, but yet to make the breakthrough. Still all to play for. This could go on a long time, this one. It's Wales 0, Poland 0.
It was never going to be straightforward. Goalless at the break, Wales against Poland in this Euro 2024 qualifying playoff. Full second half commentary on the way with Rob Phillips, Nathan Blake and Helen Ward. Don't forget, call Rob if it finishes after 90 minutes. We'll be following us here on BBC Radio Wales. Helen and Nathan staying with Rob to take your calls on 03700 100 110. You can WhatsApp on that number as well, or you can text 81012. Of course, if it goes to extra time and penalties, we won't be going anywhere. We'll be giving you every bit of action as Wales look to make it to a third successive European Championship finals, and that's exactly what Iceland are also hoping to do. They're in the other playoff final going on tonight. They are 1-0 up against Ukraine. That one is at half time. It's in Poland, in Wrocław, that one. Iceland hoping to reach the Euros. Georgia already through in the earlier kickoff, in the earlier playoff, their first ever major tournament. They beat Greece on penalties in Tbilisi after it finished goalless. Georgia will be in Group F along with Portugal, Turkey and the Czech Republic. Of course, Wales hoping to make it through to Group D, where plenty of those already qualified are in friendly warm-up action this evening. Austria taking on Turkey in Vienna. That is one apiece at half-time. Of course, Turkey having been in Wales's group in this Euro 2024 campaign. Germany, the hosts, are taking on the Netherlands in Frankfurt. The Netherlands will be either Poland or Wales's opening opponents in Hamburg on the 16th of June. And then France are 2-1 up against Chile in Marseille. That one an 8 o'clock kick-off as well. In terms of the other international friendlies this evening, England trail Belgium by 1-0 at Wembley. Ivan Toney scoring an equaliser for England on just his second appearance, his second cap coming exactly 1 year after his first. Yuri Tielemans, the former Leicester midfielder, has got the both of the Belgian goals. Switzerland 1-0 against Republic of Ireland in Dublin, and Northern Ireland are 1-0 at Hampden. Conor Bradley, the young Liverpool defender, with the goal against Steve Clarke's side. I should tell you as well that Wales under-21s are in friendly action this evening. They currently trail Morocco's under-23 side, their Olympic side, by 1-0. And the under-17s, Wales under-17s qualifying for the European finals earlier this afternoon. We are concentrating on the senior men's European qualifiers. Wales women's European qualifiers, of course, starting a week on Friday. Wales taking on Croatia at the racecourse. Helen Ward, the former Wales international, will be looking forward to that one, I'm sure. She just finishes her half-time treat. Rob Phillips is getting in position. We're all set, though, for the second half of Wales against Poland. Helen Ward, there was no travel earlier. You can tell everyone about the problems on the M4, but you made it in perfect time then. I was just mentioning that Wales women heading to Wrexham, heading to the racecourse for their opener against Croatia. That's a big one already for Rhian Wilkerson. Yeah, it is, an exciting one as well. The girls have been looking forward to getting up to North Wales too. Should be a good crowd up in Wrexham, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how the new campaign starts under the new boss. Yeah, squad being named on Thursday, I believe. Shouldn't expect too many changes too quickly under a new manager. I wouldn't have thought so, no. I think the turnaround between the last camp and this one has been pretty short. She'll know everything she needs to know about the players, and I'm sure she's had conversations with them all, and probably those on the fringes as well, as to what they need to do to get themselves back in. But I envisage it being a very similar squad to what we saw in Dublin last time out. Yeah, and debuts in the American League for Lily Woodham, and not a debut for Anne-Hara James. It's like a second coming as she joins Jess Fishlock at Seattle Reign. Good start for them. Yeah, really good, and good to see, Lily, she's still so young. This could be the making of her. It's a good test. She's been quite comfortable at Reading in recent years, so it's good for her to get over there and really test herself against the best. Part of our commentary team, of course, at Radio Wales Sport at the racecourse on April the 5th. Of course, don't forget, plenty of Easter action coming your way. Good Friday, 4 EFL fixtures for you. I'll be on the road to Wrexham with Rob Phillips as well, and then again on Easter Monday. You won't miss a thing here on Radio Wales Sport. You're not going to miss much of the second half as Wales gathering in the tunnel. I don't think Noel Mooney is sitting comfortably. He didn't last long in the director's box. I wonder where the nerves are starting to get to the FAW chief executive. Nathan Blake, has Noel Mooney got anything to be nervous about watching that first half? He was out like a shot, sat on his own, the FAW chief executive. Yeah, I suppose, it's different when you've not played the game in the sort of, atmosphere this game has been played in. He's probably a lot
more nervous than anyone else because he's got no power, no control over the team or anything, does he? So in fairness to him, he just wants to see Wales qualify, right? And, you know, that's a great tick in his box. So, yeah, I can understand why someone like himself is that nervous. But, you know, hopefully Wales get a goal ahead or 2 goals ahead and he can settle his nerves.
Rob Phillips was distracted by the presence of Newport County manager Graham Coughlin. Yeah. I've been distracted by Kevin Ratcliffe, the former Wales captain, who was sporting a rather fashionable beard.
I was going to say, I've seen Ratcliffe's white Christmas beard.
I'm more concerned that Graham Coughlin just told me he's going to penalties, when last week at half-time he predicted, he'll have no problem in the second half.
Well, here comes Ben Davies. The Zombie Nation strikes up again. If it does go to extra time, if it does go to penalties, BBC Radio Wales Sport isn't going anywhere. We will bring every moment of this Euro 2024 qualifying playoff final to you live. There will be highlights on Match of the Day Wales on BBC One Wales later. It is due to start at 10:40, but we just don't know which way this one is going to go. Keep your fingers crossed, keep everything crossed. Are Wales going to find another memorable night swing in their favour? Are they heading to Germany? Poland not out for the second half. Wales are ready to go. So are we. Let's get the action with the former Wales strikers, Helen Ward, Nathan Blake, and our football correspondent, as Poland finally appear to a chorus of boos, Rob Phillips.
I was going to say, I hope those boos aren't for me. Well, Poland are out. Not lost here. Not lost to Wales in 51 years. The last time Wales beat Poland, Donny Osmond was #1 with 12th of Never, and Pink Floyd had just released Dark Side of the Moon. Now it's us and them battling for a playoff place.
I like that. That's really good for you. Well done. How long did you take you to study that one?
A long time. That's been in the making for a while. So here we go then. It's 0-0, all to play for. Could be going to extra time and penalties, but no, not really. We don't want that. As unchanged Wales kick off, and a rare sloppy pass from Jordan James.
Everyone lined up on the left, they kick it right.
Yeah, and Wales, let me just remind you, Ward in goal, Mepham, Roden and the captain Davis, Robertson, Williams the wing-backs, Jordan James and Ampadu in the midfield, Wilson, Moore and Johnson up front. And Poland's Szczesny in goal, Bednarak, Davidovich and Kiwior, the 3 at the back, Frankowski and Zalewski, the wing-backs. Then it's Schliess, Zielinski and Petrovski in midfield. And up front, Lewandowski and Swiderski, as Wales have possession midway inside the Poland half. They're playing from right to left towards the Volkel Canton end, where the Red Wall choral group are. As first touch in the second half for Mepham, back to Roden as Poland put the press on. Danny Ward slides it forward for Ampadu, goes back to Mepham. Sorry, Roden. What was he doing on the right hand side? He was actually the central of the centre backs. Referee, I should tell you, who's been pretty good so far, Daniela Orsato. I was told that the Romanian ref was annoyed the Wales players last Thursday. Bit officious. That was almost a great pass from Danny Ward out to Connor Roberts. It's just flicked off the Leeds United lone player's head and out for a throw-in. Nathan Blake, what do you think Rob Page will have said at half-time?
I think you've been quite pleased, Rob. I think you'll want a bit more patience with the ball, a bit more possession of the ball. But definitely long throws, crosses, like I said before the game, susceptible to those crosses and long throws, this Polish team. So get as many of them in the box as possible. Don't turn down any opportunity. Don't turn away. Don't put the ball in the box, but get men in the box. Attack that box.
And win set pieces like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Kiefer Moore's just won a free kick against Davidovich, who just steamed into the back of him, but dare I say, Kiefer Moore made sure the referee knew he'd been steamed into, Helen.
I don't know what he's talking.
I think that's what he's got to do. You know, enough defenders do that to him, so he's got to flip it round, and that's exactly, you've got to play the game, right?
Absolutely.
Free kick Wales, right of centre, around about 10-15 year old. Good 10, easily 10, more like 20 yards from the Poland penalty area, in front of the Canton end.
Just going to make sure this doesn't go out the back stick. Nepham's there.
Williams is gonna take it, chips it in the box, right-footed. More header! Oh, Szczesny, did he get a touch on that? He did. It might have been dropping inside under the crossbar.
That was a top save. I have to say, that looked in from here, didn't it? It was a really great ball from Nico Williams, and keeper Moore just peels off, gets a great header on it. Just not quite in the corner, but a good save from Szczesny. It is difficult to say, you're right.
Corner on the right-hand side, which Wilson's going to take. It's a deep one again. There's a Polish head get to it, which is going to come up for a Wales throw on the left-hand side. And Connor Roberts, not moving too easily, though, has jogged across to take another long throw. Nathan Blake has done his research, says that they are susceptible to the long throw. We shall see. Roberts with it. He's got good distance on it as well. It's headed down. It's bouncing around the 6-yard box. Shot for handball. Nobody. Referee says no. Roberts curls in a lovely cross, and Szczesny is taken out. Got there, and little clutch with Ben Davies, who went barged into the former Arsenal keeper.
Yeah, just a bit too close to the keeper. That left-footed cross from Connor Roberts, but the right thing to do. Ben Davies there, brave as a lion, going in with Szczesny.
Really is leading by example these days, Ben Davies, isn't he?
He always does, Rob.
Aaron Ramsey's on the bench, and this time Davies is penalised for a foul on Lewandowski from Szczesny's clearance. Inside the centre circle, Poland playing from left to right.
Oh,
and it's won back by Wilson. Moore just dwells on the ball, brought down. That's a free kick, and it's a booking for Jakub Piotrowski.
Yeah, good play. I thought Keith Moore just took too long, but managed to get that touch away to draw the foul. But really good instinctive play from Harry Wilson in the first place to intercept a really loose pass in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, that's great. Clever from Harry. Pretends he's not interested, and then intercepts the pass, and he's away. He's a bit stressed that Kiefer didn't find him with the pass earlier.
First booking of the night goes to Jakub Piotrowski, who's been in the wars, got injured in the first half as well. It's a free kick. It's about 5 yards further back. Wilson takes it left-footed this time towards that far side, cleared away by Zielinski of Napoli. Picked up by Wilson again. Drives it right to left, looking for Davies. Overhits the pass once. For once does the Fulham player. Helen Ward and Nathan Blake alongside me.
Yeah, I think you can see from, right from the start of the game, Wales have got plenty of set-piece routines. It's not just doing the same thing over and over. They've obviously done their homework. They sense that Poland are weak from a set-piece situation, but they're not just throwing it in there. There's a lot of planning and preparation that's gone into this, and there's lots of clever movements. It's really interesting to watch.
Goal kick taken short to Szczesny, chips it down the middle. James gets in between two Polish players, and Davies covers the header forward. And up towards Nico Williams, who's brought down. A bit of afters from
a bit of talking, wasn't it, there?
The Atalanta player. Sorry, not Atalanta. Yeah, Atalanta, sorry, in Atlanta United in the USA. Nico Williams felt that. Sleeves gave him a mouthful in his best American. Williams with the throw. 10 yards inside the Polish half. Moore just to turn his man. Does turn Bednarek. Davidovic clears it up towards halfway. Flicked on. Lewandowski's ball that was picked up by Davies under pressure from the terrier-like Jordan James. Nico Williams chips it, looking for Wilson. Wilson heads it on. Picked up by Johnson. Tries to cut inside Bednarek.
So unlucky that.
And it bounced off Bednarek, then back onto Johnson and ballooned out for a goal kick. I think one or two of the Wales fans thought that was a corner, but even I could see that from here.
Yeah, I think Brennan Johnson's reaction told you all you need to know as well. He puts his hand up to try and claim it, but he knew.
Right, we're looking at pictures of Dan James and David Brooks on the bench. Any thoughts, Nathan Blake?
It's a bit early for that, Rob. We're only 8 minutes into the second half. Wales have started really well. We'll wait till about maybe 70 odd minutes, 75 minutes when players start to fade. And maybe some changes then. Especially Dan James, he frightens the life out of people.
Yeah. Kivior up the touchline, but Wales have got the ball back with Wilson. And he just has it taken off him as he was shaping to move central and maybe pull the trigger from the edge of the box. Ball forward looking for Lewandowski's got Roden for company. Roden is strong, collects the ball before it goes out for a throw-in or a corner. Frankowski is going to take the throw, level with the Wales penalty area down this near side in front of the grandstand. 2 balls on the pitch at the moment. Williams makes sure the referee knows that by grabbing it. The second one, that is. 0-0.
Ball's in play, the referee saying. It's a little drop ball. Can't be dropped at the Poland there, surely. Unchallenged.
As Widerski thinks it's going to be dropped to him. Moves it to Frankowski. Williams clears the ball ahead of an increasingly frustrated Zielinski. Gave a teammate a bit of a mouthful after that pass. As Don't Take Me Home, the 2016 anthem of the Red Wall, is struck up around the Cardiff City Stadium. Nobody can complain about the atmosphere or the support as ever from the Red Wall. And
yellow.
Jordan James in a little late on Sleesha.
Yeah, wasn't he the one just giving one of the Welsh players a mouthful? Not sure if that was retribution, but took no prisoners there. It's a sore one as well, in on the ankle.
Do we like to see fire against fire, Nathan Blake, or what?
What, you wouldn't want a game without tackling, surely?
Well, no, I wouldn't. You're right.
Right.
It'd be called touch rugby, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tackle him walking football? I don't know.
I always say, if you listen to managers, you know, whatever league it is, you know, we see the Premier League every weekend. The most mentioned word is aggression, Rob. You know, aggressive in the press, we're aggressive with our defending. The way we attack, we were aggressive. You know, Manchester City, you know, one of the best teams ever. It's something that Pep Guardiola doesn't shut up about.
Yeah, quite.
You have to be aggressive in football.
Sleaze is okay. He's up to take this free kick. Jordan James is in the box, second player, both in the second half. And there are 31,876 here. As Zalewski tries to pick a way down that far side, the Wales right, but now they go left. And Sleaze steps forward, thinks about crossing this time. Good header away, but it's picked up on the edge of the box, and then the attempted shot from Zielinski rebounds off Ethan Ampadu and loops over for a corner.
Yeah, really good header away. I think they could have got out slightly quicker to the shot. In the end, it probably wasn't going to trouble Danny Ward, but I think it's Ethan Ampadu that got a block on.
Johnson and Wilson stay upfield for this Poland corner from the right-hand side, which Piotr Zielinski is going to take. Right-footed. Now it in, and it's a header over the top.
Whoever that is, it's Ben Davis.
And it was Lewandowski who got there.
And that is enough, Rob. You watched that on the replay, right? He just shouldered the shoulder, last minute, just before Lewandowski makes contact. If he doesn't get there, that's a free header, and I guarantee you he buries that. There's even a Polish player asking for a penalty. It's fantastic defending by Ben Davis.
Yeah, that looked all the world like Lewandowski was just going to stroll onto that and pick his spot in the back of the net, but as you said, just that last second little lean in just to put him off balance, and send the ball over the top. Brilliant from Ben Davies.
Oh, Krzyzewski was caught by Wilson, but players allowed to go on, and then a shot towards goal. The goalkeeper is down outside the box. Referee did not give a foul initially.
It's one of them, Rob. He's coming for something. He's outside the box. It might be a foul, but it's a challenge that the player's always going to go for the ball. And actually, you'd say Bednarek is fouled by Harry Wilson in protecting the ball.
I'm not sure Krzyzewski got touch whatsoever. No.
Should be a yellow card for a dive.
Yeah.
Now, what's going to happen here? The referee is walking back to the Poland penalty area, and Szczesny is going to be by himself for a drop ball. Rob Page looks phlegmatically.
I mean, you've got to give credit to the referee that he didn't give the foul, but then he shouldn't be stopping the play because he knows he's not hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah. Lewandowski flicks on the clearance.
Spoken like a true striker, Helen. Love it.
Yeah, been in a few of those, haven't you, Helen Ward?
No, I didn't tackle.
Just never give sympathy to keepers, Robert.
Hour gone on Radio Wales and BBC Sounds in this playoff final. Path A, Wales 0, Poland 0. Who's going to blink first? Moore heads the ball back towards his own penalty area, and then a tackle by Nico Williams, which incurs the wrath of the referee.
In fairness, I think the referee's had a really good game, and it may be just the follow through he's seen there. The tackle was okay, that's why he's not booked him.
This time it's on
Zielinski. Actually, it's a foul, we've got no argument, so he's lucky not to get a yellow.
Caught him on the first one, didn't he, and then wins the ball with the follow through. I don't think he's hurt him. I think they're playing the game again, Poland, but yeah, it was a foul.
Wales showing their steely side, but it could come back to bite them if Poland can make the most of this set piece. Zielinski, the one who was fouled,
because he's taking the free kick.
No, he's left it to Zwiderski now. Michael Probiec is on his haunches. He looks furious about something. Somebody's not lined up in the right place. Free kick coming in, a little touch, and then slid down into the penalty area. Wales want an offside, and the offside flag goes up against Zalewski.
Really good line from Wales there. They looked like they'd read that all day long. Maybe didn't track the run, but they knew he was strolling into an offside position. Did brave to hold your line there, a couple of yards, 2, 3, 4 yards offside. Good defensive play from the back line.
Crowd singing for David Brooks, I think. Rob,
I think they are.
Someone's going to be a hero in this game. I'd love it to be David Brooks. I'd love it to be anybody, to be honest with you, in a red shirt.
In a red shirt, I was just going to say.
Yeah, don't worry, Rob, I've got that covered.
As Johnson bursts onto a ball down the right-hand side. Poland take no chances. Wales throw in. Crowd roars again. Connor Roberts' long throw. It's building up this atmosphere again. The noise is deafening.
Every throw has caused them a problem so far.
Roberts with a long throw from the right-hand side. Easily headed away that time, but Nico Williams steps in and Wilson goes all the way back to Danny Ward. Lewandowski strides forward. Ward hits it towards keeper Moore, who I think is onside. Moore bundled over as he goes to ground. No, says the referee. Tells the striker, Ipswich Town striker on loan from Bournemouth, to get up, which he does. Lovely turn in midfield. Really good play by Lewandowski. Brilliant tackle by Ben Davies, who then wins a second challenge when he was second favourite, and that really gets the fans up off their seats. It's brilliant, this game, isn't it? Don't you just love it?
There's problems in the crowd, there's problems on the pitch. Tackles being won by Ben Davies. It's all kicking off here.
What would you do if you didn't like football?
I
know what I'd do.
Move to the moon.
Okay, dark side.
Yeah.
Shot for handball against Lewandowski, not given. Kiwior to Zalewski. He is dangerous.
But
Goes
Connor
out.
needs to get 5 yards tighter than that.
Frankowski, lovely little ball forward. Zielinski's onto it. Oh, and he's nutmegged Williams near the touchline. Oh, Frankowski turned back. He kept going. That might have been on. Zielinski can cross now. Low cross. Ethan Amberud twirls to clear it. Not too far. Zielinski has it again. Good Poland pressure this. Kiefer Moore's back helping out his defence. In fact, the red shirts converging. Don't want to give a foul away on the edge of their area. They've given the ball away though. Frankowski can try again from the right hand side. Lovely cross, and Roden is equal to it. Balloons off his head, out for a corner on the far side. The Poland left in front of their fans.
Yeah, a bit of pressure there from the Polish team. Wales done well actually. Just kept their nerve.
They do seem to have a bit of a reluctance to put the ball in there though, like they don't feel that that's their best way to go.
Yeah, it's like runners, isn't it?
Opportunities turned down to get the ball in. They're trying to find those slip passes and play on the floor a bit more, but still have to defend those crosses when they do come, like Rodon did there.
Zwiderski is going to take this corner. They're complaining that Connor Roberts isn't 10 yards. Get on with it, boys. Daniel Orsato has strolled across, seems quite happy. Connor Roberts moves a bit further forward. Zielinski's across there as well. The two Italy-based players
taking their time over this corner.
Taking it. Now they play it into the box. And it's bundled over the top by Kiwior, the Arsenal defender. There's half a chance, you'd say.
Yeah,
Striker
definitely.
would have fancied it, wouldn't he?
Came off the back of Chris Mepham, I think, at the back post. Just didn't see his runner, but set up a bit of a horrible bounce and came off his knee.
It's a terrible ball. Wales are almost caught. Davis to the rescue again. And it was Mepham. That's his one mistake for the game again.
Yeah, it's just gone a bit scrappy this last couple of minutes for Wales.
Yeah.
Just need to regain their composure.
Cannot lose composure now. Poland are having arguably their best spell of the encounter so far. 25 minutes to go. Goalless at the Cardiff City Stadium. Tony Roberts, the goalkeeping coach, looks left to see, to just wave to, I think it's Dan James who's making his way down.
Yeah, just fill your lungs and regain your shape. And then go again.
Lewandowski touches it back to Swiderski. It's helped on to Frankowski, who can cross into the box. Again, Wales get ahead there. This time it's Roden once more, who's been a colossus with Lewandowski there. But Wales are pinned back again as Zielinski picks up possession wide on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Rob's probably thinking of making a change a bit earlier than he wanted to.
Do it soon.
Yeah, he just wanted to change his momentum.
Dan James is getting ready, I think.
Yeah.
Bednarek leaves it to Frankowski. Moore puts pressure on.
Yeah, just couldn't resist the temptation there, Kiefer.
No, he's been effective, that midfield player. He's does the dirty work and wins a lot of free kicks. There's movement on the Welsh bench. And the noise you can hear are Polish fans on the far side. Zwiderski seeking instructions from the manager. Zielinski's going to take this free kick. It's about 15 yards from the left corner of the Wales penalty area. This time it does go in the middle, and it's a header across goal from Zwiderski, always going wide, and Wales have weathered that little storm. 0-0 on BBC Radio Wales, BBC Sounds, with Nathan Blake and Helen Ward.
Yeah, this second half started ever so well for Wales, didn't it? But this last 5, 6, 7 minutes, to say it's Poland in the ascendancy, really got Wales pinned back. This goal kick should be a bit of relief for Wales.
Yeah, just not retaining any sort of possession at the moment, are they?
No.
Too many transitions. going back in Poland's favour.
This is where you're going to dig in. Wales win a throw off the clearance in the Poland half. Ravi Matondo goes for a jog down this near side. But it's Dan James who is coming on. He's stripped and ready. Davis on halfway. Two Polish players up against him. Nowhere to go on that one. James waits.
I think Aaron Ramsey is fit because, you know, just thinking this kind of game is made for his type of play, you know, that link connecting.
Good throw into Ampadu, gets it back from Wilson. Poland snuff it out 2 yards away from their penalty area. Mepham has to get there to pick up the loose ball. Fires it forward to Brennan Johnson. Johnson turns, has to hold it up, but Jordan James is there. Got Robertson is outside, puts it into Johnson, heads of the penalty area. Roberts can cross from the right hand side. Kiefer Moore header.
Oh, just got too much face on it.
Headed it down as Szczesny stretched up, made a fairly easy save for a keeper of his quality.
Yeah, he just mistimed it a little, Rob. Done that one when it comes off your face, skids down your face, and trying to head it down, just don't get that clean sort of connection through it.
Yeah, the ball it wasn't an easy one, was it? It was coming away from the goal, so you have to try and generate the power as well.
Szczesny, that's not the best clearance, and Wales are in here. Is Moore onside? He is. Wilson wins a throw-in. No, he is offside. I thought he might be Kiefer Moore. It's annoying when they allow play to go on for so long, isn't it? It is, let's be honest. And it's Brennan Johnson who's going off for Dan James. No magic from the Spurs man tonight. But Dan James, like Johnson, a goal scorer against Finland. He finished off Finland, and he has 20 minutes to show his pace and his appetite for more goals.
Yeah, Poland would have done their homework and are going to be thinking now along that back line, just don't take any chances. With Dan James now, you can run. You got this, and if we go to extra time, you've got that in your legs.
Your point about Aaron Ramsey, I wonder if there's an element of the extra time playing a part. Whether whether he feels he can last the 20 minutes plus potentially another 30.
Yeah.
But then, do you risk not putting him on to make an impact when he potentially could?
Here's Williams bursting forward from Moore's pass in midfield. Now Dan James, first chance to run at his marker. Does he keep it in on the byline? No, he doesn't.
And he lost the boot, I think, or his shin pad or something.
Yeah.
And someone has.
I think actually it's Schliess who's back there helping out his defence. But they're one or two tired-looking Poland players now. Bednarek took a little breather then. Davidovic is trying to pull up his socks, but isn't that a sign maybe of tiredness?
Delay the game.
And Schliess is doing his lace-up while Szczesny waits to take this free kick for offside. Referee says get a move on. Schliess now moves. We've got 71 minutes on the clock. Don't forget, 9:45. If there's no extra time and penalties, it'll be call Rob 03700 100 110. You can text 81012. Free kick Wales. Connor Roberts caught, and a booking for Zalewski for a high boot. Third player booked in this second half.
That's a dangerous one as well. A really dangerous one. Of course, as we know, Rob, you prefer the ball to the boot and the face, don't you?
This is an old argument which is now over.
Did you lose it by any chance?
You might think that from my response. Well, I've never had either, thank goodness. Anyway. Free kick Wales.
We can make some arrangements.
Wow, a bit personal that. Ma'am. Moore heads the ball on. Oh, Frankowski has to deal with this. Hits it down the near touch line. Oh, it curls in, does it? It stays in. Ampadu picks it up. Wilson shrugged off the ball. No foul. That was Schliess that time. Now he's got Ampadu for company. Williams slides in again, so does Lewandowski. It's man for man. It's cutthroat out there at the moment. Lewandowski goes to ground. He wants a free kick. He's going to get a free kick. And now the referee is arguing with Rob Page, and there's a bit of afters on the far side as well with Chris Mepham and Piotrowski.
He might have a bruised toenail after that, but that's about it. There was nothing really in that.
Get a grip as a shot from the Wales fan behind me.
Yeah, there's a lot going on out there. So, one or two rude remarks as well from Zalewski to one of the players.
I thought that was what he was mentioning as well.
Yeah, very rude.
Yeah. But it's still 0-0. Davis has to retreat as Szczesny's clearance gets good distance. James back to Williams. Williams hits it long over halfway. Oh, James could be on here. And it was Bednarak who just got lucky. Williams wants to take the throw in quickly. Bednarak was on the deck and just got a challenge in.
Yeah, he needs to pick his hat up as well. It's on the floor. Wow.
Fair play, he recovered really well.
You're thinking, oh my days, I've seen this the other day. I've seen him do it.
He showed me on the video.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's done his analysis on the Bednarak. Shut his eyes. 0-0 though. Approaching the last 15 minutes. Ampadu now wide to Davis, the captain. James has made a run, but he's gone right looking for Connor Roberts, who's in the penalty area. Bounces away from him. Wilson wins back possession. He goes to ground. Free kick Wales. I'm not sure there was much of a touch on Wilson then, if I'm honest.
I think it's just a body check, Rob, a bit of a badge. But Harry was waiting for it.
That was...
oh no, he's just clipped his foot.
Wilson being lauded by the red wall. 0-0. I keep saying it, nobody said it would be easy. Nico Williams stood over possession. Williams again with the free kick into the penalty area. Header by Mepham, which is just clutched by Szczesny. It's gone very quiet in my earphones, but
yeah, can't hear the crowd coming.
It's still here, okay. Here we go. Here come Poland, left-hand side. And it's okay. A shot over the top from Zalewski.
Normal services resumed, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. It's not the same without the crowd, is it?
No, it's not.
It's like 2 days in lockdown.
Yeah.
We're inside the last 15 minutes. It's goalless at the Cardiff City Stadium. And now you're into one mistake could decide it. A mistake or a moment of magic. Hopefully it'll be Welsh magic, Dragons magic.
I'd rather see a score about 88, maybe 89 minutes.
Okay, we'll agree that.
Yeah.
A couple of Poland subs are about to come on, I think, enter the fray. Getting more and more tense. The more the clock ticks down. Slisz into Zielinski. Just keeps it ticking over. Zielinski again, just outside the centre, so we'll move in left. Trying to drag in players. Zalewski. Kivio's on the overlap, but Zielinski goes the other way. Zielinski, now Kiwior moves infield. Wales press is decent though. Bednarak sees James, plays it forward. Now he's under pressure again from James, goes back to Szczesny. Chips it into midfield. Roden is strong in the air, and James takes a touch coolly, let the ball roll past his body, gets it back to Connor Roberts. Wales playing right to left, all in red. Ward up towards James, touches first time touch out to Mepham. Ward flicks it out to Davis, chests it down as Ben Davis. Tries to go past his man, loses it initially and has lost it. And Piotrowski bursts forward. That was a good challenge by Nico Williams, which ensures the ball balloons out. Actually, I thought you got a touch, but it's a Wales throw. In their right back position, 0-0. Nathan Blake and Helen Ward.
Yeah, Poland looking to make some substitutions here, Rob. So, it's gone into a bit of a lull this last 5 minutes. That's why you can hear the crowd trying to lift the players.
So Jan Bednarak makes way for Bartosz Salomon of Lech Poznan. And Karol Zwiderski is being replaced by Krzysztof Piatek of Başakşehir in Turkey. He's got 13 goals this season, and he's got 11 for Poland. Austria have scored 5 against Turkey in their friendly tonight. Austria.
Is that in Austria, Rob? Or?
Yes. In Vienna.
I was going to say, I wouldn't go down well in Istanbul.
No, 5-1 they lead. Baumgartner with a penalty is the last one. They are Wales or Poland's first opponents. If whoever gets the Euros. Great work by Dan James in midfield. Then he squares it wide to Harry Wilson. Nico Williams powering into the box. Wilson goes one way, then the other. Just has it taken off him.
Take a shot, Harry. You've got it onto your left foot in space. Have a go with that left foot of yours.
Absolutely, Helen. Done the hard work, didn't he? Made the space for his left foot. Cut back again. Just overran it with the second touch.
10 minutes to go. Roberts with a long throw. Moore jumps for it. Flicks it on. Almost went to James. And there's a little loop ball up in the air.
One of these set pieces.
And Szczesny is happy to claim it.
One of these set pieces, I feel we're getting closer. It's so dangerous, whether it's a throw in, a corner, free kick, whatever it might be. It's causing them so many problems.
Yeah, every time. I think I've only counted one long throw where they've won the first header. But 6s and 7s every time.
Here's Lewandowski deep again in the midfield, moving the ball from left to right. Here's Frankowski. Zielinski, little ball inside to Schliess. But Wales have men there. Ben Davis clears, took a deflection as it went out. Fell for the substitute. To Kivior. And then a low cross into the box is cleared away by Ampadu as the clock ticks to 82 minutes on Radio Wales and BBC Sounds.
Now we can hear the crowd, Rob.
Yeah. 21,876. Thank you for your continued.
It's Connor Roberts who's down.
Come on, Cymru!
Come on, Cymru. Poland are serial qualifiers. 9 World Cup appearances. 3rd place twice in 1974 and 1982. 4 times European Championship. qualifiers and of course reached the quarter-finals in 2016 when they lost to Portugal via a penalty shootout.
Brooksy coming on here.
And Wales are bringing on another attacker for David Brooks this time. Now, who's he going to replace, Nathan Blake? Kiefer Moore, maybe?
I'd probably say Harry Wilson. Unless he's going to go with that, dynamic three up front and take off the big man. But the big man's right by the side of the pitch, so I think you'd know if he was coming off by now. Maybe that's why he's there. Although Page is having a word with him. This was Connor Roberts.
I was going to say Connor Roberts is going, and I think Dan James to right wing back.
Ukraine now 2-1 up against Iceland. David Brooks comes on for Connor Roberts. A sad end to his 55th cap. He will be absolutely gutted. Mudryk, the Chelsea player, has given Ukraine the lead very late on. What's going to happen here, Nathan Blake? Who goes back to right back? Is that Daniel James over there at the moment? It's not the change Wales would have wanted, that's for certain. Looks he's back there helping out.
Maybe Jordan James.
Mepham got under that, ball went backwards, but James scurries across. Up to Brooks, and then James again loops it up in the air. Not too much distance this time. Brought down until Ampadu steps in. Ampadu picks up another ball as well, but he's lost it on the edge of the penalty area. Poland have men forward in the box. Low cross. Mepham is this. Pumps it out for a throw-in. Helen Ward.
Just a few tired touches coming out now. Ethan Ampadu, usually so adept on the ball, unable to get it out his feet and clear it.
Poland have it left-hand side, waiting for the ball to go in the box, and it does, and it's a poor ball. And Ward collects. It's 0-0. We're into the last 5 minutes as Davis charges downfield, looks for Williams. Oh, lovely flick inside by Nico Williams. Davis takes it on. Is that a corner?
Yeah, he's giving a throw-in, I think, Rob.
It's a throw-in, yeah. Where has Ben Davis got that energy from?
Close. I don't know if the whole ball did go out,
Connor Roberts gets warm applause. Even a handshake from the Poland manager, Michał Probiec, who's bought Rob Page a set of golf balls with the Poland logo on.
He's probably delighted to see the back of Connor Roberts in his long throw, to be honest.
Yeah, good shout, Helen.
Lewandowski in midfield. Again, Jordan James makes a nuisance of himself. Piatek makes a run forward, but Frankowski goes inside. Almost tackled by Wilson. Deflects to Brooks. Lovely touch by Brooks to keep him more. Brings in Brooks again. In the green boots. Flying forward. Left-hand side. Wilson now. Just outside the box. Brooks is pulled wide again. Nico Williams jogging forward to give Brooks a bit of room. Now he gets support from Williams. Ampadu's there as well. Brooks, wide to Nico Williams once more. Brooks wants it, but he plays it to the edge of the box. Wilson, then he tries to play it. Nico Williams has made the dart in. Piatek picks it up. Ampadu nicks it off him. And then Davis plays it through to Roden. Roden overhit the pass to Mepham. The Wales fans up on their feet, looking for one big finale. One last push to maybe make the difference and not suffer the trials and tribulations of extra time. 87 minutes gone on Radio Wales and BBC Sounds in their playoff final for a place in the 2024 European Championship finals in Germany. I'll show the voice of last half hour. Wilson, cross-field ball looking for Williams. Williams tries to get in there. Szczesny collects. Foot goes outside the box, but he keeps the ball inside, and it remains goalless. Wales unbeaten in their last 7, only lost 3 out of 20 games here at the Cardiff City Stadium under Rob Page. Where's everybody going? Are they thinking extra time, use the gents while it's quiet? And ladies. Can't take their eyes off it. It is really nervy and on a knife edge. And Dan James is going to play right back. A right wing back in place of Connor Roberts. Is that something that Poland will try to expose? Dan James is there then. Feeds Harry Wilson with a turn inside the penalty area. James once more plays it up the line towards Kiefer Moore. Moore battling for it. Shirt being held. Referee gives the free kick to Wales.
Good play by Kiefer Moore. His team needed him to hold that ball there for them. Trying to get out of our own penalty area. He's done really well to win that free kick.
Wales take the free kick on halfway, back into their own half. Davis, the captain, left-hand side. Brooks looking to weave some magic from deep. Ampadu across the centre circle to Mepham. Wilson has picked up a hole in behind their midfield. He's got James on his outside now. James cuts in from the right side. Slides it up to Kiefer Moore. Moore around the corner. Wilson hadn't read it. 0-0.
See what he's trying there. Better just to hold that in, take a second touch. Tell you what, Rob, Wales score. There's no roof on this place, but it's going to be unbelievable, right?
I know.
It's just going to erupt. You just get the feeling the fans are just so on edge, waiting for that goal. Almost willing it in.
Had chances too.
Yeah.
They have had chances.
Poland have it though in their own half, and we await the sign from the fourth official of how long is left, how long injury time and added time. There's going to be Lewandowski to try and sort it, and he's hit it from 25 yards. Ward dived, but it was always going wide. 4 minutes of added time, 4 minutes away from Wales's first ever extra time. 4 minutes for someone in a red shirt to be a hero.
Ethan Ampadu just sliding across Lewandowski's path there, did just enough to put the big man off. If you're going to have him shooting, you'd have him shooting from that sort of distance, wouldn't you? But you don't want to give him too many opportunities.
Ward with a goal kick. Won't be many chances now. Next one could be key. Moore heads it on. Wales pick up the second ball. Salomon got there. Williams tries to turn and he's around his man. And he wins the throw in. There's no long thrower there now. Williams told to go back a couple of yards. Referee is not for arguing. No point arguing over that, Nico.
A little angry there, the ref, didn't he, over those 2 yards?
Then, yeah. Davis shrugs off Kwiatkowski. Roden on halfway, looks for a runner. Up the line to Williams. Ampadu. Wilson left it because he knew it took a deflection. And Ampadu flicks it into Wilson from the throw. Back to Mepham inside the centre circle. Up to Brooks. Brooks glides away from two. Still going, David Brooks. Little 1-2 with Wilson. Brooks edge of the box. Wide to Nico Williams. Williams chips it across the penalty area. Kiefer Moore chests it down beyond the far post. Goes to ground. No foul, says the referee. Everybody in this crowd, bar the Polish fans to my right, was shown him penalty.
Yeah, I think it would have been better suited just trying to knock that back with his head. He tries to chest it, although the Polish player doesn't know where he is, has a handful of his shirt and shoves him over.
No interest in the ball whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Ireland
no VAR?
by
No?
Switzerland, no. Doesn't look like a VAR check. They're not interested. Great header by Roden. Moore. Oh, he ran into Salomon, a substitute then. So it'll be a Poland free kick. They'll launch it, I'm sure. Szczesny tries to take it quickly with Moore still on his knees. 0-0 on BBC Radio Wales and BBC Sounds. And Poland might have the last chance because the clock has eked down to 1 minute to go. Free kick taken. They look for the run. There's a ball back to Danny Ward. He collects the offside flag, finally goes up. Now, big one for you, Nathan Blake. One big ball forward, looking for Kiefer Moore.
Yeah, he do well to score from that sort of thing, Rob, but I take it all the same.
Here we go. Moore is the target, gets the touch. Williams keeps it in, left-hand side. It's still there for Wales. Ampadu. Davis. Oh, poor ball from Ampadu.
Yeah, just a little tiredness creeping in now.
20 seconds to go. Piotrowski. And it looks like we've got a long night ahead unless there's a cruel twist in the tail for one of these two sides. Ukraine and Georgia are through. Wales need at least another half an hour to make the difference because this game has finished goalless after 90 minutes. And that means extra time for the first time in Wales football history and possibly penalties. Have you got any nails left? You're going to need them. Full-time score here, Wales 0, Poland 0.
We are entering uncharted territory here on BBC Radio Wales Sport. Never before have the men's national side entered extra time in a competitive game, but that is what is in front of us right now. Nothing to separate Wales and Poland, but still a winner needs to be found. Helen Ward, Nathan Blake, we'll get your thoughts on what might be said in these huddles, what it feels like to go into extra time in a moment. But Nathan, I mean, there's nothing between these two sides. There's a lot of niggle. The referee is probably the busiest man on the park. Have Wales done enough to win this so far?
I don't think either team has done enough. Wales have had a few good chances. I don't think Poland have had that many open chances. But again, most Wales' chances have come from set pieces, long throws, corners. They've had the ball in the net once, but it's like a Rocky movie, isn't it? It's like watching the late Carl Weathers and Sylvester Stallone go 15 rounds. It's brilliant. A bit of extra time. As long as we come out on top, I'm all for it.
Who's Apollo Creed and who's Rocky Balboa, Helen Ward? No, look, do you think nerves are settling in towards the end of that? Do you think the realisation is that this is on the line now and the pressure starts to build and affecting decisions?
Yeah, potentially, because you know that one mistake could lead to the only goal of the game, and neither side wants to make that a little bit more tentative towards the end. I think now going into extra time, it's just about who's got the freshest legs, really, and trying to utilise those players that have come into the game later on for either side and trying to use them as big a threat as you can.
It's the tiredness and fatigue, Chris, at this stage, which you end up making silly mistakes. We've seen one just right at the end, little 5-yard pass, out of touch. It's the mind. It's why you work pre-season. These players now are glad for pre-season because it's those times when you're absolutely shattered that you've got to keep working with quality. So that stands you in good stead for these moments.
Let's hope Wales have still got plenty left in the tank as Poland gathering a huddle already. Just rattle through some of the other scores. As we know, a place in Germany awaits the victors here over the next 30 minutes. Ukraine will be going to Germany. They got over that playoff defeat in the World Cup playoff final here in 2022. They have come from behind to beat Iceland. They will face Belgium, Slovakia and Romania in Group E in Germany. Georgia are in Germany. They're through to their first ever major tournament. They beat Greece on penalties after it finished goalless after extra time. That's ominous. Greece in Group F, along with Portugal, Turkey and the Czech Republic. Wales or Poland will go to Group D. Some of their opponents playing tonight. Austria have beaten Turkey by 5-1. Germany beaten the Netherlands 2-1, and France lead Chile by 3-1. Elsewhere, England trail Belgium in a friendly. Just equalised have England. Switzerland have beaten Republic of Ireland. It has finished at Wembley, by the way. And Northern Ireland have beaten Scotland. The players are ready to go. Very noticeable, Ian Mitchell, the team's head of performance, also with Newcastle, Nathan, giving some key messages, in particular to Danny Ward. This, as much as you talk about fitness, there's a mindset at play here as well.
That's what it's about. You know, you can get all the talk you want off the sidelines, but at the end of the day, it's once you're on that pitch, once the game starts, it's you who has to do the concentration. He's probably having a word with Danny, you know, reminding him, you know, another half hour and we're going to penalties, so you could be a hero. So, you know, just keep steady, no mistakes.
Helen Ward, very quickly, do you see Wales coming through here as Don't Take Me Home rattles through the night there in Cardiff?
Yeah, I've got to stay positive. I think if you go in by chances, Wales have had just about the better of it, and they've just got to make one of those set pieces count this evening.
Just to let you know, there will be no call, Rob, tonight because of extra time here. We are not going anywhere. The women's national side played extra time in their playoff against Bosnia here and won it. Can the men do the same? Helen Ward, Nathan Blake, Rob Phillips.
Here we go then. Hope you haven't got school tomorrow. Oh no, it's Easter holidays, isn't it? Half term. Happy days. Stay up late.
Where I am.
Listen to the game. Nobody will surely send you to bed while you're listening to this. It would be cruel parenting. And if you're up early for work tomorrow, unlucky. But you know it makes sense to keep an eye on this one. Don't go anywhere. False start. Harry Wilson gets this game underway. Extra time. Which means I'm going to make the most of my maths, which is always terrible, as you know. Got to add 90 to everything. No changes.
105, 120.
No, I know. No. Yeah, it's easy for you to say now. Wales playing from left to right. Towards the Grange end. Ward, who could yet have a major role to play in this, clears up the halfway. James, one of the subs, takes it on, charges into the Poland half. Brought down by Zielinski.
Yeah, they've clearly done their homework, haven't they? As soon as Dan James has gotten the ball, every time, 2 or 3 players around him. Zielinski there committing the foul.
Yeah, can Wales take a grip in extra time? It's Wilson with this free kick. Nico Williams has stood over it, but it's a long way from the Poland penalty area. It's only about 15 yards inside the Poland half, right of centre, right in front of us actually. Wilson trots over it. Williams pulls it out to the far side. Davis gets a header, should be headed away. It's headed out for a throw-in, and you could see the frustration on Piotrowski's face then, with his teammate for heading it up for another set piece.
Yeah, Helen made the point earlier. The long throw, Connor Roberts going off.
Is Ethan Ampadu got a long throw?
Let's have a look.
Is there nothing this guy can't do?
Let's hope he's at his spinach, Rob.
Yeah. Diddly-dee-dee-dee. That's Popeye, by the way. Long throw from Ampadu. It is a long throw. Moore heads it on. Not cleared. James half shoots. And I think that's out for a corner, is it? But I think there's a free kick anyway.
That's a longer throw than Connor Roberts, wasn't it?
That one was a looping throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit more height on that one, but equally as difficult for them to defend by the looks of it.
He's a bit taller than Connor Roberts, mind. Probably explains it. And now we've decided there is nothing this guy can't do, Ethan Ampadu. Youngest ever to 50 caps. Hasn't scored yet for Wales. Now is a good time, Ethan. Now is a good time. This is the substitute Salomon, who had 7 clubs in Italy before his move to Lech Poznan in 2021. Kiwior, the Arsenal centre-back, often plays left-back, I think, for Arsenal, but centre-back today in a 3-4 Poland. Shows it to Brooks, then tries to go on the outside, but not quick enough to get past the green-booted David Brooks. They're shiny boots, those. And now it's on the far side, in front of the Ninian stand. Long ball forward. Roden has to deal with it under pressure.
That's right.
Davis, cool header back to his goalkeeper, Danny Ward. He's had a wow of a game again.
He's just such an accomplished player.
Yeah.
All round, Ben Davis.
Ball forward. Brooks is going to get there first, pursued by Kiwior. Brooks takes it to the byline. Needs a bit of help. James is across here as well on this near side. This is Jordan James into Wilson. Not the best first touch by Wilson. So James goes back to Mepham, steps away from Lewandowski. Wilson pinned to the near touchline. Little back heel by James for Wilson. Now he turns towards the penalty area, goes to ground. That was
WWE.
Davidovic, and he's complaining, but he might yet pay for it. I don't mean with a booking, but this is in Wilson territory. Free kick.
He's tried to claim that he's just stood still, but he's moved directly into Wilson's path. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Exactly.
But this is in Harry Wilson territory for sure. It's quite a way out, but we saw a bit of clever play from a set piece last week that obviously I got a little bit excited about on commentary. Let's hope for a repeat of that now.
Nico Williams, a second.
Right, Helen, let's be warning you now, okay? We don't mind a bit of background noise.
We love background noise.
There's 30,000 can provide it. Just let me say the name of the goal scorer, okay?
Sorry to steal your thunder,
You shout
No.
as much as you can.
She's after my job. I keep saying it. Right.
I don't have enough facts and stats for that, Rob.
This free kick. I haven't told you about the largest land animal
Easy
in
for you
Europe.
to say, isn't it? Really easy for you to say.
It's a bison. Lives in Poland. Here you go. It's a free kick. 11 yards from the penalty area. It's the same combination as did for Finland. Wilson and Nico Williams. Last week it was a touch by Wilson into the path of Williams. What will it be now? A stadium. Oh, hang on, ref. He's getting his magic spray out. And he's telling Chris Mepham not to go past an invisible spot. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's loads in the wall. Is it Wilson? It's Wilson. Hits the wall. And Wales have to be careful here. But Jordan James almost intuitively in the right place to play it back to Ward, who slips as he clears. Zalewski blocked by Brooks, and the ball didn't go out. And Kiwior slices his clearance. Oh no, he doesn't. He keeps it in. James not the best header, but Jordan James might make a better do of it. Found Brooks. Jordan James back to Mepham on halfway. Roden a drop deep to collect, and he'll turn and give it back to Mepham. 10 yards inside his own half. James has gone running down this right hand side, and it was spotted by the substitute Salomon. Not the best clearance. Oh, Ethan Ampadu, what were you doing then? Cushion header, and Roden has to show his paces to get there ahead of Lewandowski. Ward clears up to halfway. Brooks is under it, beats Kiwior in the air. Keeper Moore looks what surrounds him, flicks it inside of Jordan James. Lovely ball by James to Brooks, right hand side. Jordan James continues his run, goes into Wilson. Wilson stands up his man, can't find the red shirt of Daniel James.
Yeah.
Lovely play by Zalewski, draws in Mepham and then nips past him. Mepham takes one and takes a booking. 7.5 minutes into extra time. It's goalless here on BBC Radio Wales and BBC Sounds between Wales and Poland. See, I'm okay with the single figures. It's when I have to add 10 plus I run out of fingers.
Use your toes.
Salomon deep in his own half. Kivior. 7 minutes left of the first half, I'm told by Radio Rod, who knows my failings. Moore. Oh, that was a push, surely. And referee spots it.
Clever play from Kiefer. He's waited for him as well. He's just checked the shoulder, didn't he? Yeah, just a little look. Check the shoulder, see him come in, and I'm going to dive as soon as I feel your hands on me.
He's clutching his leg as well as Kiefer Moore, but that's for effect. Brooks takes the free kick short to James in midfield. There's no let-up in this. Brooks again on halfway. Lovely ball through the keeper Moore. James has burst forward. Wilson is deeper. This is Wilson. Waits for the run of Davis and Williams. Williams on the outside. Davis overlapping. Davis can cross from the byline. Low cross in. Wesley just got there. Well, they haven't cleared it though. Breaks to Davis. Chips it into the box. Half cleared. Picked up by Ampadu. Ampadu was shrugged off it by Lewandowski. Crowd want a foul. Poland to break forward though. Lewandowski wide to the left-hand side.
It's Lewandowski.
Poland shoot! And just wide by Piotrowski. We were right behind the number 6 hammering in it. And Danny Ward, he was either as cool as a cucumber or he always thought he was going wide of his far post.
It's a great strike, in fairness, Rob. We singled him out earlier on in the game. Said he's dangerous from distance, and well, I must have just kissed the far post. He's actually pinged it. He's not got any bend on it. You look from the angle he was at, this left-hand side, you think he's approaching the ball. He has to bend it inside that far post. He doesn't. He pings it, and the ball dips and sways and just shaves outside of the post.
Well, Piotr Zielinski, who is since October is now an Italian citizen, believe it or not, even though he plays for Poland, is being replaced by Sebastian Szymanski from Fenerbahce. His 14th cap. He's got 3 goals for his country, and it's fair to say Zielinski, he's 29, but he doesn't look too happy with the manager's decision there. And they've had a bit of discontent in the camp, have Poland. Rows over bonuses should they get to Euro 2024. Moore steps in, flicks on the ball. Fouls though, according to referee Orsato.
And he's just penalised Kiefer for his elbows there again. Well, I shouldn't say again, probably the first time today. But it's something that Kiefer really needs to understand, how he's going to, change the way he approaches the ball from headers. He's always favoured to win it, or 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, he has been a lot smarter tonight, though, hasn't he? To be fair, in making it the other way around. But that one there, and probably the one right at the start of the game, are the only 2 times where he's used his arms that little bit too much.
France have beaten Chile. Cheltenham ball. Lewandowski though allowed to play on left-hand side of the penalty area. It was Szymanski who the shell was against. I think it bounced off his shoulder though. Lewandowski again swaps passes. Now he waits for the ball inside. Thought about shooting, but it was David Brooks who got goal side. Poland having this spell now. Cross into the box. Powerful header out by Mepham, and Moore goes charging down this near side, but ball is just too strong for him.
Yeah, of all the players, it's probably not Kiefer Moore that you want running into the channel onto that type of ball. And someone with a little bit more pace, but even then I'm not sure they would have caught it, to be honest.
It's 0-0, and we are into the one. How ball given away to Kiefer Moore. Chance for Moore into the penalty area. Shoots, took a deflection, and really easy for Szczesny in the end.
Well, he's got to take it earlier, Rob. He's got to have that confidence outside of the box. Here, He's just got to put the toe down and he's just got to ping it.
Yeah, he's had 2 good touches and then he's got to open it up and have a go. The space was there.
Absolutely.
Salomon just showed him wide, didn't he? Zalewski wide to that right-hand side. Frankowski is burst forward, attacks Nico Williams. Low cross into the box, in the hands of a kneeling Danny Ward.
You have to say fair play to both teams. Quite often when it goes to extra time, you get a bit of cat and mouse. Nobody really wants to commit, but both teams look like they want to win it in extra time. They don't want penalties. We haven't even spoken about the drive down the left from Ben Davis a few minutes before, where he's put a cross in and it just inches away from Dan James on the rebound. It's end to end in this extra time period.
And that was Poland's first shot on target in 13 attempts. James just shrugs off to win possession in midfield. Schliess. Here comes Wilson.
He's got to be quicker.
He's got to be quicker as well.
That's just tiredness of mind, Rob. What we spoke about at full time.
Zalewski takes on Jordan James into Lewandowski. White shirts are forward now. Frankowski is jogging forward down the right-hand side. Will slightly exposed on that side. Frankowski wide to Piotrowski. Chance to cross from a yard away from the byline. Now he goes back to Frankowski again. Clock says 14 minutes and 25. So 30 seconds plus added time left of the first period of extra time. It's Wales 0, Poland 0. After 105 minutes of action, and a bit more with the added time in each half as well. And the red ball had not relented either. Zalewski, crossfield ball. Nico Williams didn't know whether to stick or twist then. Long ball in towards the Wales penalty area. Roden there once more. Now Wales win back possession. That's half-time in extra time. It's goalless still. And we're going to the final 15 minutes and possibly penalties. Wales 0, Poland 0.
Wow, 23 teams have booked their place at Euro 2024. It's just Wales or Poland remaining. That's because Ukraine have made it through after beating Iceland. Georgia beat Greece earlier on penalties. Elsewhere, the sides that await either Wales or Poland in Group D. Austria beating Turkey by 6-1 in a friendly. Germany 2-1 winners against the Netherlands. France 3-2 winners against Chile. Elsewhere, England's Jude Bellingham equalised in the last second to draw 2-0 with Belgium at Wembley. Switzerland beat the Republic of Ireland in Dublin. Conor Bradley's goal enough for Northern Ireland to beat Scotland at Hampden. Both sets of players are in their huddles, taking on liquids, taking on information. Helen Ward, when does the thought turn to penalties? You've been in these positions with Gemma Granger's sides when it came so close. Played Bosnia here in extra time, played Switzerland away in extra time. When do you start thinking of penalties?
Well, it's hard not to think of them when you get to this stage in the game, but as I said before, both teams really look like they want to try and get it done before that becomes the case. But the longer it goes on without a goal, the more aware you become that any mistake is going to be costly, and then you start thinking about your penalty, and it's really dangerous to do that because you switch off for that moment and anything can happen, as we found out in Switzerland. So these boys will know what to do. They've obviously practiced penalties. Rob Page said so, but let's just hope we don't get that far and we can nick a goal in the next 15 minutes.
Poland are making changes. Aaron Ramsey still hasn't got his shirt on. As we wait for kick-off, do you assume he's just not fit, Nathan Blake?
Yeah, clearly he can't be fit. He's just there to support the team, which is disappointed because, you know, we're sat here thinking, you know, we can change the game or do something to impact the game, but it's not going to be the case, I'm afraid, Chris.
Okay, we're about to kick off the second half of extra time. Sean Reeves will come up on Radio Wales, but only after we find out who's going to Euro 2024. Helen Ward, Nathan Blake and Rob Phillips.
15 minutes of extra time to separate these sides. Taras Romanchik is on for Piotrowski, who had that shot just wide.
Some effort that, wasn't it, Rob? but right behind it.
Yeah, it was a great effort.
Just looking at the replay, some of the fans behind the goal, they thought it was in all day. Some of the Welsh fans, holding their hearts.
Lewandowski's made a run forward, long ball forward, but Amadou, he's headed it away from possession. Poland played from left to right. Frankowski forward on the edge of the Wales penalty area. He gives the ball away as well. And then it's clubbed away by Harry Wilson, but Kiefer Moore stayed central. Rob Page bellowing orders for somebody. Frankowski goes chasing down this near side. He's not going to catch that though. And we edge closer to a penalty shootout.
Can you believe it, Rob?
Well, I will do when we get there. But I'm still hoping there's going to be a winner, and it's coming from a red shirt.
Well, at this stage, you just hope that concentration levels are good enough that no one makes a mistake.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see the game decided on a mistake. And there's something a bit special, or go on to penalties.
Ward, long clearance, bounces off Moore's forward, cleared forward, but James should pick it up in midfield, loops it forward for Moore. Lovely flick on by Moore. Can Wilson get there? May break for Brooks. Brooks in the penalty area, shoots right-footed, it's blocked. He goes to ground on the edge of the box. And Poland will look to break now. Dan James is herring to get back.
Just thought that was going to open up for David Brooks there. Good run by Harry Wilson.
Listen to that noise. It's not for the want of the red ball trying. Frankowski goes on an overlap down the right-hand side. Williams slides in, concedes a throw, but it's level with the Wales penalty area. Frankowski takes it short, gets it back on the touchline. Slisz thinks about crossing. Instead goes back to Romanchuk. Frankowski again. Left-footed curling cross in. Header well wide.
Yeah, should do better.
Half a chance that, isn't it? Or more than half a chance.
It's a great ball in. Was he?
Makes you wonder why they haven't put more crosses in, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a good delivery. Just came beyond the front post.
Front post, yeah, he's just 4 or 5 yards beyond it.
Yeah, that was the substitute, Szymanski, sorry. Callum Lawn now, as Nathan Broadhead gets stripped, the Ipswich striker. Ball looped forward by Brooks. Brooks then tries to win back possession. Poland going back towards their own penalty area. It's played upfield. Davis coolly back under pressure from Piatek. Roden collects from his goalkeeper. We are nearly 19 minutes into extra time. It's 0-0. Ampadu now to Brooks, who's operating on this left-hand side. Roden and Davis. And Ward once more. Effective press by Poland then. And you understand why this half might be more cagey than the first half.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob. Now you don't want to give anything away. You don't want to overextend yourself. Leave yourself open.
They're picking up too many second balls, somehow, like it in the midfield. Romanchuk this time. It was Piatek who came short.
Yeah, it's been the case all game, Rob, but like we just said, it's taken them, like, you know, to extra time to have their first shot on target.
Yeah.
So it's not like Wales have been peppered or anything like that. But in good shape. Once or twice they've had the momentum shift against them. That aside, they've been the better team, as in nice and solid, and created some good chances.
Here's Frankowski again. He's played high. Slisz Back to the substitute, Salomon on the edge of the centre circle. Frankowski stayed wide once more. Little ball back in, but he's blocked by 2 Wales players that time, but Wales can't pick up the next ball. Bounced over Brooks, Romanchuk, Slish, Frankowski, all operating on this right-hand side. And a cross into the penalty area. Little back heel, comes straight to Harry Wilson.
Yeah, he had time.
He did have time on that occasion. Wales are not wasting time getting the ball forward. I'm not sure it's helping them.
Well, it's difficult, Rob, because we've only made 2 changes. Big game the other night as well. Really difficult. I think Poland
lovely ball into Frankowski. And a lovely block by Ampadu out for extra time. Spurs corner, it's gone to Poland.
Well, Poland may fall. 5 changes.
Yeah,
refreshed.
certainly got more fresh legs on the pitch than Wales at the moment.
Nathan Broadhead is waiting, poised to come on. Has to be for Kiefer Moore, doesn't it, if he comes on?
You'd imagine
maybe
so.
Wilson. You'd want Wilson for penalties, wouldn't you? Poland corner, right-hand side, into the penalty area. Header up in the air, Ward comes to collect. Oh, I thought he was going to collect, he's punched it. But he runs for Dan James. James looks up, hoists it forward down that far side, bounces once inside the Polish half and drifts out in front of the Ninian stand. 0-0. 22 minutes of added time, extra time gone. And David Brooks is off, having been a substitute.
Must be
Broadhead on.
Must be injured. He's shaking his head.
No, he must have taken a knock.
He's limping a bit. Yeah.
That's a shame, real shame. And you wonder, maybe is that why he came on as late as he did?
Yeah.
Potentially, you know, didn't start the game. Was he struggling with something beforehand? You don't know.
Wales try and move it down the left-hand side. They win a throw though. Well, Nathan Broadhead, hero of split. 23 minutes of the extra time gone. 0-0. And the Ipswich Town tractor boy, Nathan Broadhead, is on. Chasing the ball forward. Headed down. Slice, who seems to have been in the right place so often. Lewandowski turns, a Mepham stretch, couldn't get there. Really good challenge by Roden again. Breaks to Zalewski though, on the edge of the penalty area. There's an overlap, but he's gone back to Kivior, the Arsenal player. He darts outside left. Now there's a cross coming in from the left. No, they go back again to Romanchuk. Now will it go into the box? Now it's played in, easily headed out by Ben Davis. 3 headers, the last one being Ampadu, and they got it 25 yards away. But it's going to come back at them from Frankowski. This time they load the box. Roden up high again.
He's been huge tonight.
Then Jordan James finds Kiefer Moore, but he's had it nicked off him by Salomon. And then the ball forward is out for a goal kick. Wales are weathering pressure here. 24 minutes gone in extra time. It's Wales 0, Poland 0. Helen Ward and Nathan Blake suffering alongside me.
Yeah, it's not an easy watch at the moment, I have to say. The Polish fans are out in the corner trying to get their team over the line as well. They have got the fresher legs, as we've mentioned, and they're putting a little bit of pressure on. Wales just need to get hold of the ball again if they can. Kiefer Moore looking tired, but he's got to be strong for his team up there. Get hold of it and get his team up the pitch.
Uncharted territory was the words that Chris Wathen used. As Ward clears right-footed from the goal kick. Moore flicks it on. And Szczesny has to come outside his penalty area. Does have the help of Frankowski, who has to go back though towards his goalkeeper. This time he wastes no time hoisting it forward. Davis wins the header. There's a white shirt waiting for it again. They play it forward first time. Now there's a scrap for it in midfield, but they come away with it again, and they got a man on the outside who's Zalewski. Zalewski into the penalty area, heads towards the byline. Really good challenge by Dan James, the makeshift right back.
I'd say there's one thing he won't be beaten for, and that is pace.
Yeah.
Was a little bit out of position, but he tracked back well, watched it for every inch of the way, and got a really important block in there. Really good from Dan
Brilliant
James.
defending, you have to say. Attacker going into that defensive shape. He's not playing as a wing back, he's playing as a right back. It's an excellent there.
Szymanski with the corner from the left-hand side in front of celebrating Polish fans. They feel they're on the cusp here. As the corner comes in, big header by Kiefer Moore. Half cleared by Daniel James. Now he has to rush out to put pressure on the corner taker. As the ball is played back in again, headed back inside. Cleared away by Mepham. Out to this near side. Broadhead has got fresh legs and gets there. First pass one and hits it against Sleece for a Wales throw. Time to relieve the pressure.
That's exactly what you want from your striker. This stage of the game. 4 minutes to go. Ball breaks and just like I said, just want to change that momentum swing. Poland had Wales on the back foot there for a moment or two, but some really good defensive displays today. I think the back three, back five you could say really. Connor Roberts, the three centre halves, and Nico Williams, really strong performances tonight. Joe Rodon has been immense at that central sort of defensive shape.
Williams at the throw down the line. Moore, that was an obvious barge.
Really silly.
Cheap, tired.
On Davidovic, helps him up as well. Bit of a smile between the two of them, but the smile of Pavel Davidovic is wider because he's won the free kick, which they take short. Back to him, in fact, the Verona player. Big Salomon trot across to the left-hand side. Kivior is there as well, goes back to Szczesny. They call him Tech apparently for short, because nobody can pronounce his name.
Who's that?
Szczesny.
Oh.
Thanks. Remember no call Rob tonight? Taken off air because Wales and Poland can't be separated. What a treat. Mind you, everybody's watching this, aren't they? So I'm listening to this. And there are 2 and a bit minutes left of extra time before we go to Wales's first ever penalty shootout. Oh my gosh. The nerves are frayed already. No fingernails left. Harry Wilson says ball came off his leg. Referee says handball. Poland penalty. Poland free kick, sorry the volume. 15 yards inside the Wales half. They're flooding the white shirts forward. Frankowski says just play it short and out to me, and he gets it. Williams comes out to meet him. It's been a good battle all night. Frankowski, if anything, looks better in extra time. Salomon under pressure, has to go back to Davidovic. Pace of Wilson worried him then. Broadhead as well. A minute and a quarter to go of extra time.
Which end of the penalties, Rob, could be really important.
I think it'll be the toss.
Yeah, it'll be really important, whoever wins it.
Yeah. Sleece. We're into the last minute of extra time. This playoff final is going to the bitter end. Such are the high stakes involved. Cross into the Wales box. Williams slips. Now he has to get up because Frankowski's going to deliver from the right hand side. Now he goes onto his left foot, lays it back instead. Back out to Frankowski. Half a minute to go, and the ball is curled into Danny Ward.
Yeah, it's
why
a poor
didn't
ball.
he play it in?
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do, Rob. On his left foot though, gets it all wrong. It wasn't a shot, but it's straight at Danny Ward. I think he's trying to put it in. Just poor execution.
clears long. Last chance for either side now. That's a free kick. 1 minute of added time in extra time. Shot from Rydian Bowen. Phillips, come on Cymru. Poland though have possession with Lewandowski. Zalewski on that far side. Infield, Wales have to be careful here. But Mepham comes away with it, slides in, wins a big tackle. Oh, Mepham has a yellow card. If it is Mepham, he's going off.
I don't think that.
Chris Mepham has been shown a red card for a second yellow.
We're going to have to see this replay.
In added time of extra time, Wales are down to 10 men.
It can't be checked by VAR either because it's not a straight red. That seems very harsh.
Chris Mepham.
I thought he was getting fouled.
Look, well, he was pushed into it. Wow. It's a really harsh.
He gets a foot on the ball as well.
He does. Yeah. So after 120 minutes, Wales are down to 10 men. He's getting a round of applause, Chris Mepham, but he won't really appreciate it. And he will just have his fingernails just biting his nails now. But Wales don't suffer because of this, because it's a Poland free kick, and Wales have lost one of their defensive pillars, and we're in the last few seconds of this playoff final. Ball into the box, Ampadu heads it away. Williams will pick it up, and that's the end of 120 minutes of nail-biting, tense, sometimes frantic football, and we are heading for Wales's first ever penalty shootout to decide who goes to Germany in just 83 days' time. It's finished after 120 minutes. 10 men, Wales 0, Poland 0.
Well, as Nathan Blake and Helen Ward try and compose themselves ahead of the penalty shootout that will decide who takes the 24th place at Euro 2024. Let's just bring you up to date with some of the other scores from this evening. In fact, the only two that really matter are those in the earlier playoff finals. Georgia have beaten Greece on penalties. That finished goalless in Tbilisi. Georgia head to their first ever major tournament finals after beating the 2004 champions. And Ukraine have made it through to major finals after losing out in the playoffs of the World Cup to Wales here back in June 2022. They have come from behind to beat Iceland. They will be heading to Germany. Who joins them? Well, that's still to be decided, as Wales and Poland both enter their huddles. And a bit of controversy perhaps here, because striking up is the national anthem. Let's take a listen. The sound of 35,000 here at Cardiff City Stadium, reminding that those 10 players in red can be heroes, can send this side to the Euro 2024 finals. The coin toss between the two captains, Ben Davies and Robert Lewandowski, taking place on the halfway line. It will be in front of the Canton end, and it will go in Ben Davies' favour in terms of where the penalties are taken. The second coin toss goes in favour of Poland. We will see who goes first. We will see who goes to Germany. It looks as though Poland will take the first spot kicks, and it looks like Robert Page has chosen his players. The coaches' staff line up on the wall. They've done their jobs. Tony Roberts going through the drill with Danny Ward, whose name is serenaded by the Canton end and the rest of this ground. Ian Mitchell, the team head of performance psychology, drilling in key messages. And now Wales stand as one on the halfway line. Danny Ward makes the long walk to the goal. Helen Ward, Nathan Blake, what's going through their minds right now?
Just hit the target. Pick your spot, concentrate. Your legs will be absolutely shattered. Lactic acid running through every part of your body. Just concentrate, hit the target.
Here we go then. Helen, give us your thoughts in a bit, because Robert Lewandowski is strolling up to take the first penalty as Szczesny and Danny Ward share a joke in the goal. If someone in the house isn't listening to this, go and get them, because this is drama. This is for the Euro 2024 finals, and this is Rob Phillips.
Robert Lewandowski, who's been involved in Poland's 2 penalty shootouts at Euro 2016 against Portugal and Switzerland. They beat Switzerland, they lost to Portugal, but Lewandowski scored in them both. 82 international goals in his 148 appearances. Poland take the first penalty. Ward stands, arm stretch on his line. Lewandowski, slight hesitation and sends Ward the wrong way. Cool penalty, 1-0 Poland. And look who's stepping up to take the Wales first penalty. The captain, Ben Davies, leading by example. So Wojciech Szczesny stands between Ben Davies. He did save from Lionel Messi in the World Cup, did Szczesny. Davies stands over it. The Wales captain hits it straight down the middle. It's 1-1. No mistake from big Ben Davies, who was led by example again.
He's been colossus tonight, Ben Davies. Nothing more than he deserves. Cool, calm, collected, never any doubt.
Up next for Poland, Sebastian Szymanski, a late substitute. Danny Ward, you'll remember, was a semi-final championship playoff hero for Huddersfield, and also saved penalties in the final. Can he do it here? Szymanski, oh, real power, and makes it 2-1 Poland. Nathan Blake.
Yeah, just like I said, Rob, before, just pick your spot sort of centrally, just made sure he absolutely latched it. And Danny Ward, if he does, absolutely no chance.
Kiefer Moore for Wales. Kiefer Moore, 12 goals in 41 appearances. What can he do from the spot? Some can't look. Some are looking away as Kiefer Moore steps up. Drives it in off the crossbar, my word. He hit that with some power, and I think he had his heart in his mouth when the ball bounced down.
I think there were 35,000 hearts in mouths there. Oh, that was a bit too close for my liking.
Kiefer Moore is successful. Now it's Zzenzo Frankowski, the right wing back, who's been a thorn in Wales's side all night. Looks like he's going to hit it right-footed. Takes an angled run up. Hits it now. And thumps it top corner. Emphatic again. 3-2 Poland. Nobody has blinked yet. Harry Wilson, in the form of his life for his country, is going to take Wales' third penalty. Just puts a foot on the penalty spot marker. Szczesny approaches Wilson, then is forced back by the referee. Harry Wilson with the spot kick to make it 3-3. Right down the middle. The roar will tell you there was no mistake from H.
Well, there's some good penalties here tonight, aren't there? Like you said, nobody's put a step wrong yet. Can the big man Danny Ward be the hero?
It's Nikola Zalewski of Roma. To make it 4-3. Danny Ward's name being serenaded. They'll cheer it if he can save this straight run up from Zalewski. Ward stands on his line. Zalewski now takes an angled run up at it. Hits it right footed again, unstoppable. 4-3 Poland.
You have to credit both sets of teams, Rob. Really professional. Fantastic penalties so far. Keepers have been left with no chance. What I've noticed is most of them, apart from Lewandowski, have really put their foot through the ball.
Yeah. Nico Williams gets a word of encouragement from Danny Ward. Szczesny takes his place on his line, clapping his hands. He's saved 20 penalties, conceded 66. Nico Williams now for Wales to bring them back to 4-4. Oh, sent Szczesny the wrong way. Really cool penalty. Now it gets to sudden death.
Yeah, that was nice from Nico Williams. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way in the corner. He's put a lot into tonight's game. His legs will be wobbling, but he'll be feeling a million after that.
So it's Krzysztof Piatek, the substitute, to put the nerves back on Wales. Piatek to make it 5-4. Long run up, hits it, sends Ward the wrong way, and now Wales have to score, and it's Daniel James who's got the responsibility. Wow, this is tense at the best of times, but for so much at stake, it is absolutely crushingly, excruciatingly painful. And I love football. Here we go then, Daniel James to keep Wales's hopes alive of going to Germany. Confident walk up, Szczesny waits on his line. Leeds United's James hits it. It's saved. Heartbreak for Wales. Wojciech Szczesny. Oh wait. No, that's it. I thought the referee was stopping it, but the Poland players run on. Wales are defeated on a penalty shootout. Dan James will be inconsolable as Poland take the final spot in Germany in the summer of 2024. They're now rushing back to the other end. There are Wales players out on their feet in huge disappointment. The red wall tries to do its best to lift this Welsh side, but nothing will lift them tonight. There will be nothing but tears of absolute desolation and devastation that they failed at the last. 0-0 after 120 minutes, and Poland have gone through by 5-4 on penalties. Forget the holidays in Germany. It'll be Poland playing Austria first on June the 16th. What a night of such disappointment here at the Cardiff City Stadium. This is going to take a long time to get over there, and you do wonder as well how much of a question mark this raises about Rob Page's future. But that's for again. First of all, we've got to take it in and realise that Wales won't be going to a third consecutive Euros. They failed at the very last hurdle as it's finished Wales 0, Poland 0, but Poland have won on penalties by 5-4.
And as a defiant Helen van Hadai rings out through the Cardiff sky, Wales players still disconsolate, because it's heartbreak, not Hamburg. It is devastation and not Dortmund. Helen Ward, try and sum that up.
It's devastating, really, isn't it? You look at the players on the pitch, they've given their absolute everything, and the reaction from the crowd suggests that they're behind their team. For Dan James in particular, my heart breaks for him. Such a big moment. He's come up with so many moments for his country. Just couldn't quite put that penalty away. You have to give credit to Poland. Their penalties were superb. They kept themselves in the game when perhaps Wales had the better opportunities, but it's heartbreaking for that group of players and staff down there. You do wonder, are we going to see the likes of Aaron Ramsey again in a Welsh shirt? I don't know. I hope we do. But it's a really tough night, and that's probably a conversation for another time.
There are those staying behind to chant the team's name as they gather in a huddle now away to our left, with Ben Davies leading the team talk, if you want. There are those fans who are leaving almost still in a state of disbelief. Nathan Blake, your thoughts?
Disappointed, obviously, but listen, those guys, that team, heroic today for me. What I would say is, don't want to hear or see any of this trolling business on Dan. He's come on sub, he's played out of position, he's played well, he's done really well in the previous game, and tonight it's just come down to the last penalty. So listen, credit to the lads, they weren't able to just get over that line. We know they're in transition, but listen, they've made the country proud, they've given it a hell of a run, a hell of a go, and unfortunately just didn't have enough to get over the end right at the very last. But proud, that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, and you have to say there's a lot of young boys out there who, yes, they'll be heartbroken at the moment, but this experience will stand them in good stead. The average age of the group has come down. There's many more opportunities to come. The likes of Jordan James, Dan James, even Ethan Ampadu, Harry Wilson, David Brooks. There's so many players that have gained so much experience over the last 12 to 18 months and more. And tonight will just go to add to that. It's another thing that we've done that we've never done before, faced extra time on penalties. Yes, it hasn't gone our way tonight, but it's going to stand them in good stead, and there is an exciting future for that group of players, in my opinion.
And that's football, Chris. That's sport, that's competition. You win some, you lose some, but you lose with dignity. That's what I say about the lads. They've obviously devastated, but they're going around clapping the fans, because let's be fair, the stadium has been unreal tonight. Win, lose or draw, it's been amazing, the atmosphere. The fans singing the national anthem again and again, Ridian on the mic playing it to try and G them up for the penalties. Listen, not quite able to get over the line, but like I said, we should be proud. We've got a generation of footballers who I think in future will qualify for tournaments. So listen, just fell short today, but that's, like I said, that's sport, that's competition. You win some and you lose some.
And Daniel James, the highs and lows of not only football but of life. Become a father very recently. He was able to celebrate it on his 50th cap of a goal against Finland. today, misses
Listen,
the penalties, but he won't
you've
be
got to
singled
give the
out,
kid
Nathan.
credit, you know, what he's done in his career. Remember when he moved to Manchester United, he lost his father, right? And now you're just saying he's just become a father. Wonderful news for the boy. Listen, what I would say to him, don't let this demon get in your head. You just gotta take it and just say it is what it is, right? And move on to the next. There's no blame. There's no one at fault. The lads have given it a fantastic go. The fans have been amazing, and it just weren't able to quite push it over the line in the end. But it's come down to the final kick of the game.
There's so many fans that remain who wish to applaud both Wales and Poland off the park. It has been an incredible tussle, Rob Phillips. Poland head to Hamburg to take on the Netherlands on June the 16th. Wales, well, they have a friendly with Slovakia 5 days before that, and then it's the Nations League, Turkey, Montenegro and Iceland in Wales's League B path, and we all know how important the Nations League can be to help Wales to the playoff. But what next now for Wales? And you've touched upon it, Rob. It feels wrong in so many ways. It feels so harsh after defeat on penalties, but what next for Rob Page?
Well, there will be some who'll have the knives out for Rob Page, but I thought Nathan Blake said something really interesting just then. He said we're still in the transition phase. So do Wales upset everything now and maybe upset players as well as the transition goes on and make a decision to cut short Rob Page's contract? Remember, he signed a contract before the World Cup, a 4-year contract, so he's still got 2 years to go. Or do they stay with Rob Page? And maybe some of those councillors to my left have to sort of put up with the prods and the angry fans in their domestic clubs and pubs around Wales. Will they be strong enough to say, no, Rob Page is the manager, he goes on, or will they look for someone else? That's the big question facing Welsh football tonight after a devastatingly disappointing finale.
We'll try and bring you some reaction when Rob Page gives it. Ben Davies, I can see, speaking in front of the television cameras. Sean Reeves is waiting to take over from us, but of course we have gone to penalties. If you are just tuning in, Wales will not be going to Euro 2024. Poland and their mosaic of scarves and flags in the corner away to our right are the ones that will be heading to Hamburg and to Dortmund and to Berlin, and Wales will have to stomach it. For so long we've seen other sides crash out on penalties, and well, sometimes we've sniggered. Well, it hurts. It will hurt Rob Page, Nathan Blake and Helen Ward. Is there anything he could have done differently tonight? He started with Kiefer Moore, but you said it yourself, you're itching for Kiefer Moore to pull the trigger sometimes, perhaps lacking in places. Dan James coming on at right back, negating his threat, or is that just easy in hindsight?
Yeah, listen, we can talk about what could have been, what possibilities there were, whether Rob Page is going to be the future Welsh manager. Right now, I think if you're a player, you don't hear it. It's just noise. You know, if you're Rob Page, you're devastated. Your team you've come so close. You know, I think, you know, had he qualified, then it puts to bed all the rest of this talk that's going to go on now for the next few days. But listen, I just think we should be. I'm not, and don't get it twisted. I'm not saying, you know, failure is, you know, to be, you know, something to be proud of or anything like that. What I'm saying is, from what we've done and the team we've got and the players to hand, like, I looked at the bench and, you know, we were saying against Finland, oh, we've got a really strong bench. But then when you come up against Poland and you see they made like 5-6 changes, you're looking at us and we look like 2, maybe 3, a possibility. You're not really confident in chucking those players into that deep water. So, you know, all things equal, I think Rob Page has done a good job, and I think the players, they've done fantastically well. They just fell short. Like I said, Chris, final kick of the game. Cruel. It is cruel. It's heart-wrenching, isn't it?
It's hard to say
right now. Yeah,
it's been such a roller coaster journey, has this Euro 2024 campaign, from, you know, those last minute scenes in Croatia, Helen, when Nathan Broadhead sent Nathan Blake into a frenzy, those shocking scenes against Armenia and Turkey in the summer, and the recovery, that performance against Croatia, and it all ends in what was a humdinger of a playoff final.
Yeah, and that sums up a team in transition, doesn't it? They're not going to be consistent, and you know, don't get me wrong, I don't think they did too much wrong tonight. They just couldn't quite make it count when it mattered. They nullified the threat of Poland, and I think you have to give credit to the likes of Chris Mepham. Yes, I know he had the controversial red card right at the end, but I thought he had an excellent game when, you know, people were, and including ourselves, were questioning him on Thursday night. Joe Rodon was immense. Ben Davies put in a real captain's performance. I thought the team played okay without playing well, but they nullified the threat that everybody thought would come at us from a Poland point of view. So it's so hard to take. I'm not even sure I've answered the question that you asked me, to be honest, but my head's all over the place with the emotion of it all, but it's gone.
You would say Wales were the better team in the 90 minutes, or had the better chances, for sure. It took, you know, them, 100 and odd minutes to get a shot on target. Pretty incredible, but those are the breaks, man. That's the way it rolls sometimes, Chris.
That's football, Nathan. They got 5 shots on
life.
target from the penalty shootout, and that's all that mattered. And Helen, I don't think you're wrong in saying your head's all over the place. I think every Wales fan listening tonight or watching tonight will be feeling exactly the same. And look, we're glad you could share it with us. It wasn't the result that anyone wanted here at Cardiff City Stadium. Wales won't be going to Germany. They won't be going to Euro 2024. We'll go again for the World Cup, shall we? Radio Wales Sport will be there. There will be more reaction on Match of the Day Wales later on BBC One Wales, and on Radio Wales Breakfast from 7 o'clock tomorrow. But I think someone needs to cheer up the nation. Sean Reeves has waited. Thanks for listening to Radio Wales Sport. Take care.